So that was the thing.
So, that... You motherfuckers stole my line.
You're too slow, DC.
Yeah, that was an event.
E3 came and went, and
overall, it was a thing.
I was pleasantly surprised with, well, a few conferences.
I honestly expected it to be a little bit worse, but
yeah, I came in with low expectations for the most.
Well, the first couple of conferences,
I came in with different expectations with different conferences.
Well, the first couple of conferences, I had no reason to really pay attention to.
I fell asleep during some of them. I was asleep during some of them, so I missed one.
Oh, well. Well then, was that Bethesda?
No, I was asleep during Microsoft.
Oh, really? Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I collapsed and I woke up pretty late.
I went to the shitter whenever during EA's conference.
EA put me to sleep. Bethesda I was awake for because I was looking forward to that, and I was pleasantly surprised. I guess let's get all our overall expectations, and then after we discuss them, let's do it again.
Yeah.
So, I guess pre-discussion, expectations, and results. Starting going down the line. Pat?
Yeah. I was expecting, absolutely nothing from EA. Bethesda kind of met my expectations. Yeah, it was very just like, alright, I got what I expected. That's fine. Microsoft, I got a little bit more than I thought I was going to get. Ubisoft, just... As soon as it started, my expectations just dropped. Sony, I think that we can all agree, blown out of the water. And Nintendo started off good, but over time, just, it started to wane from sheer hours.
Alright, Naya?
I didn't have any expectations for EA, and so I guess I wasn't let down for that. I don't care about Bethesda at all, so I didn't even watch their conference.
Fair enough.
With Microsoft, they were okay, I guess. And Ubisoft, I wanted to take like one game away from Ubisoft and be like, I'm excited for that, but I don't really have anything, so I'm let down by Ubisoft. PlayStation, Sony was pretty good. Sony was really good. I guess we'll get into that later. And Nintendo, like Snake said, I think they started off really strong, but as they went on, certain things I felt they didn't really need to spend a whole bunch of time on. But yeah.
Sly.
Okay, well, I actually did expect, alright, I had at least some expectations for every conference. I at least wanted to go everything within, in a positive mindset. So EA, I was hoping to see some decent Mass Effect Andromeda news, and learn about some of the Star Wars games that they were coming out with, like the one developed by the Dead Space developers. That was the one that interested me the most, and, well, EA didn't really deliver.
And you came out a bitter, cold, crying child.
Yeah, exactly, because those were exactly what I wanted, and we learned...
And those were everything that they didn't.
And, those are the big ones that I wanted, and so EA was massively disappointing. When it came to Bethesda, I actually was expecting at least a tease, or at least a name drop, for Elder Scrolls 6, because, last conference we got the big news.
Not gonna happen.
I knew that, but, I was just expecting that, or at least hoping that, because I knew that all Elder Scrolls fans, because I'm friends with a lot of them, they were, like, thinking, oh, is there going to be Elder Scrolls news? They just came out with the experimental game, or Fallout 4. So we should at least hear that they're starting development, and so that didn't really happen. Dishonored 2 looked okay, so it wasn't my favorite conference.
Well, we'll get to that
I
that when we get
I
to
know.
it.
Microsoft, I was just hoping that they had some Rare, more news on Rare, and I expected, Gears of War. Microsoft was pretty okay. Ubisoft, I didn't expect anything from, and I don't think I got anything. Sony, I was expecting a lot of surprises. I was hoping they'd have the Crash Bandicoot news, and I think I got exactly what I wanted. And Nintendo, I expected nothing. Zelda was good. That's all I have to really say about it.
Eric?
Okay, for the first 4 conferences, I didn't give a damn about. I didn't have any reason to watch them.
Well then.
But for Sony, I have a reason, because I own a PS4 and a PS Vita, so I just went in, not really... I just went in, seeing what I'm going to see, and then I'll let my impressions be done afterwards. Because, all I had to go by for what I expected was the IGN list. And then for Nintendo, they held my attention for Legend of Zelda, Pokemon. I think maybe 1 or 2 games from their second Treehouse, but that's it.
Okay. I guess best for last. Yeah, I'm the shameless motherfucker.
Only
EA...
you would say that.
Yep. EA was boring. Put me to sleep. Bethesda, kind of got exactly what I was expecting, so all in all pretty happy. Microsoft I didn't watch, but I looked through previous lists and recaps, and all in all pretty interesting. Ubisoft, Mood Whiplash. And there were some games I didn't give a shit about, some games I actually did care about. So, mixed. Sony won the best conference in the game. Best conference in the game. Yes, the game of E3.
Mm-hmm.
Best conference out of them all. And Nintendo, best game of them all. Because Zelda.
Persona 5.
Nah. No.
Persona 5 is better.
Yeah, but we'll get to that when we get to it. I will say right now, I'm a goddamn Zelda nut, and I actually watched the entire Treehouse.
Well then.
I left
yeah,
like...
I was that hyped for Zelda. And for me, it was my game of the year.
I won't lie.
But we'll get to that when we finish.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Giving everyone the pleasantries because Sly does have to go early, so just wanted to get these out of the way, and then we'll do our recap at the end.
Ooh.
So, let's start off with...
EA.
Disappointment.
Yep.
AKA the Quantum Break Conference. Yeah, that game was a fucking disappointment. Come at me.
Well, here, let's start off.
So, we got EA. First thing, Titanfall 2.
Which got leaked a couple
and they announced
it got leaked a little bit.
A story mode.
They announced a story mode as a fucking feature. Jesus.
That's a running...
Well, to be fair, it's a feature for the series, considering they didn't have a single player in the first one.
That was stupid.
It's just,
yeah,
it's very interesting that, a lot of FPS games, a lot of them over the last few years have just been pretty much ignoring a story mode. So now, story modes are apparently features. That's apparently something really big enough that they have to advertise in their big conference. I just find that particularly interesting since single players were always a norm for every game.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. For me, I consider it a decent selling point, especially if you've wanted to get interested in Titanfall, but you saw that it was lacking a single player, so you thought, I'll come into it when there's a single player. Titanfall 2 is announcing a single player, so that way people who wanted a single player now have a reason to get interested.
Yeah, they probably don't have a reason to go to the first one.
In that context, it does make sense that it's using it as a selling.
I want to also make something clear. They have more than just... They're not going to fix the problems with Titanfall 1 by just adding a single-player story mode, because a lot of people just flat out dropped like in the first month of Titanfall 1.
Well, that's because literally the very thing that came out a month after Titanfall was the new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I think it was
That, and also
Yeah,
it
that was
just
Black Ops.
a lot of people were just saying that Titanfall was lackluster in its multiplayer.
Well, yeah, and that's something that they did announce. Like, Titanfall 2 is adding single player and fixing multiplayer.
Yeah, they're
So
adding
yeah,
a
no one's gonna have a reason to go to the first one.
It's like
and also it has its Microsoft exclusivity is gone, so now PlayStation owners like me can go and enjoy Titanfall 2 if I wanted to.
yeah.
Not sure if I
Yeah,
will.
releases.
I'm not sure if I will because I have Overwatch and I love it.
I was going to say, yeah, like, especially with games like Overwatch and, like, League, like, you're saying multiplayer games need story mode as a feature?
No, it just needs to be
Kind
a
of,
really
yeah.
good multiplayer mode.
Yeah, Overwatch is
Well,
definitely
it
doing
needs a
well
really
without
good-
that.
Here's the thing, like, you could have a really good multiplayer, but also, if you're going to have a single player in a game like this, that is something you do want to announce at your conference.
That is true.
Because the thing is, if you don't, well, people just don't give a shit about the story.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you have a game like Overwatch, like, it doesn't have a single player, but I'd prefer to have a single player. But that's just me.
It has like Burt
Well, the
versus
closest you
bots.
got is like the practicing and stuff.
Well, Burt versus bots is just practice for multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, you can't solo against bots. It has to be a team of bots versus a team of players. You
No, you
can't
can
like
have-
solo bots.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, player
you
versus
can't do it
AI.
on your own. You cannot.
No. I tried doing like the custom match. You can't do it. You need a group in order to do custom match. And versus AI automatically tries to queue you with a team. So with situations like that, yes. There are situations where a story mode in a multiplayer based game could be a valid selling point. With Titanfall 2, it makes sense considering the first game didn't have one. So, like, Titanfall 2, but it's not like the first one. This time there's a story.
I'm just going to bring up that a meme of "Don't believe his lies." It just shows the picture of EA. But
No, that was Ubisoft.
I know, but I think it applies for both.
We'll see.
What came up next?
Next
Madden
was Mass
NFL.
Effect. Oh,
Massive.
yeah.
Madden NFL 17.
It's
Oh,
another
Madden
football
NFL.
game. Move on.
Introducing story mode.
No, that
No,
was
that's FIFA.
Oh, yeah,
So-
that's right. FIFA. Never mind.
Okay, so FIFA has a story mode.
And it looks
Okay,
goddamn
so,
ridiculous.
can I just say-
FIFA the Journey.
Can I just say, real quick? So, this is the second year in a row FIFA has added shit. Last year was female soccer teams. This year it's a story mode.
Slow clap.
It also has to be the only sports game I could give a shit about. So I'm actually interested.
So we now have
okay.
FIFA the Journey, so when are we going to be getting FIFA the Answer?
Okay,
Not gonna happen.
On-
This isn't Persona.
to make a completely different joke, NBA 2K17 actually also had a story mode, and it was directed by Spike Lee. Who's going to be directing this one?
Pele.
Guy Ritchie?
Pele.
Please, Pele.
Put
Yes.
him in. Put him in.
Am I the only one who actually liked the Pele interview last year?
I just found it too ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Last year's EA conference, I believe it went... I can't remember the exact runtime, but it was more than an hour. Maybe around the 1 hour 30 or 2 hour mark. But this one actually
Was an hour.
It was flat out an hour, but that the longer conference would have been reduced if they did take out the Pele interview, which I don't know the exact how much time. It took
15.
15 minutes. Okay, so...
Less than 15.
Okay. Well, that's part of the reason why...
But yeah, I really enjoyed the Pele interview. It was
I just
genuine.
like it because it led to some funny memes.
Yeah, the memes.
So anyway, aside from the sports stuff, back to the other game that you were going to talk about, Mass
FIFA
Effect.
story mode. Anyone else interested?
No.
Nope.
I thought
It's
never been
struggle was
interested to
basically
begin with.
pick a team and become the best.
Never
It,
got.
it, it,
that was
it,
No,
it
that's
literally
season
looks
mode.
like
That's career
I've
mode.
never bought
that's
a
career
goddamn
mode.
sports game in my life, and
This
that's not going to
basically
change.
the story mode is you're following the journey of I forget his name. I want to say Alex Young, but I'm pretty sure that's the wrong name.
honestly, it just looked like just a standard football movie kind of story. So I'm not terribly.
And I'm a sap for those. Again, I grew up in Mexico, so I'm a sap for those. Like I forget what it's called, but there's a good soccer. There are some good soccer movies. Next, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Where's the game?
I just want to start off with people complain about like they don't want to see like the behind the scenes stuff. Speaking as someone who's trying to go into this field, I'm studying game design and development. I love seeing that behind the scenes shit. Like one of my favorite bits from last year's E3 was Nintendo when they were promoting Mario Maker, and Miyamoto like brought out his graph paper and started talking about how he made Mario 1.
But here's the thing. With Nintendo and that stuff, they had more than just that.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I'm perfectly fine with behind the scenes footage, at the very least, show us more than that.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any information on. I mean, unless I'm mistaken, we haven't.
Like the thing is, we didn't even get a trailer for Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah,
all we
We got
got
a
were
basic
small
concept,
pieces.
and we have some teasers and a
The only
basic
thing that
concept.
and the game's supposed to
Well,
be.
not necessarily. Like I watched through it a couple times. Like Sorry, let me catch my thoughts. They did end up dropping like some secrets throughout that footage. So like it was behind the scenes, but if you paid attention, you could see some hidden things like we have a new character.
Yeah, but I don't want to
who
have to play
I swear to
I
God looks like Ashley from the first trilogy.
I don't want to have to play I
I'm
Spy
not the only
while
one who
playing
thought that, right?
while watching E3 though.
I mean, I was just expecting at least a gameplay trailer, especially since the game is supposed to be coming in Q1 2017. So I was very surprised they decided not to show anything, especially.
It's gonna get delayed. It's
I
gonna
know,
get pushed back at least to summer.
If they don't have anything ready, then I don't think there could be any other result than just a delay. But it just seemed odd because EA at the very least with Mass Effect 3, that was like when the time was coming out, that was like a really big game they wanted to show off. I believe if they do want, I think we might
when it was coming out.
Yeah.
So that then means it's most likely they're coming summer or fall 2017, or it's going to get pushed back all the way to
Yeah,
18.
I remember they showed off like Mass Effect 3 at the Game Awards show in 2011, I believe. That was a little bit far back, so maybe they'll do the same with the Game Awards show.
Well, we'll have to see. If they show anything.
Yeah,
in December.
Yeah, it's like a world premiere. They do that sometimes. Like they'll wait for the
like how they did last year with Quantum Break.
Yeah. They might actually do that for the Game Awards show for Mass Effect, but that's really our last hope for this year. I can't see it coming at like the Tokyo Game Show or anything.
Oh fuck no.
No, it's not.
I doubt it. Yeah. So anyways,
it's not the type of game. The only type of games that would show up at the Tokyo Game Show would be like something Squeenix related.
Yeah. Anyways, the next game I believe is Fee.
No, it's 5.
Okay, so EA announced that basically they're making a yearly tradition of what they did last year, where basically they kidnapped some unlucky developer who sold their soul, and basically told them literally 5 minutes before they were supposed to go on, hi, welcome to E3. We're gonna take off the blindfolds, and you're on stage for 5 minutes. Go ahead and talk about your
And
game.
they hope to God that the guy doesn't have a panic
don't forget to cry. Yeah, you could tell EA was doing that shit intentionally just so they could get the pity vote.
Yeah.
Granted, Unravel was an amazing game, and I am gonna record that for the commentary. But you could tell it was the same exact goddamn reaction. Only this time he didn't have his own plush that he made for himself that he could pull out as a security blanket.
Which means he was even closer to a panic attack.
he broke out in tears. You like, if you pay attention, he actually started tearing up.
That was at the point where I was on the shitter. I wasn't expecting anything good, honestly.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was. Here's the thing. As much as you could tell EA wanted the pity vote, I enjoyed all those, not for the pity vote, but I enjoyed those because at least they're genuine. We're hearing about the game from the developers themselves.
Yeah, not just some guy in a suit.
Yeah, and that is shit I admire. Again, this is a field I want to go into, so when I see something genuine, I genuinely appreciate it.
Oh, sorry about that noise. My cat
You're fine.
flying at chair.
So yeah. The thing about it though is I don't remember Fee that much.
It looks
was
like
The trailer.
just your average like artsy platformer. sort
Yeah,
of thing.
it had a lot of, well, I mean, despite it actually being artsy, and, a lot of these games do tend to have, very unique art styles, though, I don't remember much from the game, though I do remember the footage. Like, the entire game,
I
was
remember
sprinkled
it
purple.
was like silhouette based.
I think the only, the primary color was just purple, and it was just purple everywhere.
Yeah, it was like purple silhouettes.
Yeah.
I do like the art style and the design of it.
Oh, I'm not denying that.
It's just I don't remember much except from what the guy said.
Yeah.
Here's something that EA has backwards. Like, I love when the developers go up and are genuine, just like I love those behind the scenes footages like they did with Andromeda. But like I said with there, show us more. And in this case, and this was a complaint I had with Unraveled, show us before you talk about it. Intrigue us by showing us something and then talk about
Don't
it.
tell us to feel straight from the gate.
Say again?
Don't tell us to feel emotion straight out off the bat.
Well,
No,
the thing
and
is,
my
if you're
keyword is
going to
tell
say
us.
that at the very
Tell us.
show
Show us. That's fine. Don't tell us.
Well, no. Here's the thing: tell us what to expect. Just don't tell us how to experience it.
Fair point.
Like, tell us what we should expect, not what we will expect.
Fair
Yeah.
point.
And that goes back into like everyone saying like I don't want to see this behind the scenes crap. No, just show us something before you show us the behind the scenes stuff. Show us something before you come up and talk about it.
Yeah, show us the end product and then
Because
show how you
that
got
goes
there.
into pacing. Yeah, that goes into pacing.
Yeah. Up next is Battlefield 1, which was showed
Also-
two.
Well,
God-
no, we have something
also-
about Star
Wait,
Wars.
I guess before we head on to Battlefield 1, I can't wait to see next year's poor sap.
Also, I want to comment about something real quick, because right after Fee, like after they finish the stuff, then you just hear the John Williams theme just pop right up. Right after that, and, Star Wars is shown off. That was one of the biggest mood whiplashes. And that actually happened, like, last year,
That was
too.
one of the biggest fuck yous of the
Also,
conference.
that happened last year, remember? Like, after they showed Unravel,
Highway to
Yeah.
the
Danger
Zone.
Zone.
they played Danger Zone when showing off the
Yeah, but
little
that was at least
cosplay.
funny.
Garden Warfare 2.
Yeah, and
yes.
showed
That
the
was at
little
least
cosplay.
funny.
It was a mood whiplash, and this is the second year in a row that they did that. They did that twice in a row, and I found that absolutely funny. This time it was just with John Williams' Star Wars. And
Can we
then
get
they
a
decided,
three-peat next year?
and then they said, like, hey, we're making a Star Wars game made by Dyson Motive, and we're making and Visceral's making one, and Respawn's making one. Okay,
Can
bye.
you show us
And
it?
you're not going to show us any of
No.
them.
We're making
'cause
Star
fuck
Wars.
you.
So there's nothing to talk
We're
about
making
other than
Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Star
We
Wars.
promise
That's
we're
all there is
making
to it.
Star Wars.
we're making Star Wars. We're making Star Wars.
See? Star
But,
Wars.
You're not showing us Star Wars. We're making Star Wars. Why don't
Yeah.
you show it to us? We're making Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Just show us
interested to see.
something.
No, they did show us something. They did show us something, just not in this conference.
Yeah, I am
Kill me.
interested in seeing Visceral's Star Wars, since, they made the Dead Space games, so I'm interested to see what they have to offer, and, Respawn might make some interesting mech.
Wait, DICE?
There's 3 Star Wars games listed. DICE plus Motive, which I'm sure is Battlefront 2. Then there's Visceral, who made the Dead Space games, and then there's Respawn, who make the Titanfall games. So there's
DICE. Are those the guys that made Mirror's Edge too?
Yep.
DICE are they make the Battlefield and Mirror's Edge games, and they made Battlefront.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah.
So
Well, nice in air quotes, because
some people really didn't like the new Battlefront because it was devoid of content, less than the PS2.
Well, yeah, Star Wars Battlefront was a goddamn fucking disappointment.
I will also say for the Visceral,
And that's why the thing that they showed off in a later conference is a major fuck you.
VR.
yeah, let's.
But we'll get to
there.
that when we get to
We'll
Sony.
get
Snake.
We'll
you wanna
get to
say
that when we
something?
get to Sony.
Anyways, then will be, and then the last really big game was Battlefield 1.
Which they showed off twice
With-
in EA, and a third time in Microsoft.
They showed the trailer twice at EA's conference.
Except
That was really fucking
it was weird, but the second time they showed the trailer, it had slightly a couple of more things than the first one, which was even weirder.
Well, the thing is, they cut off the first trailer. Like, it was like, oops, sorry, wrong time that you put this in. Sorry.
So yeah.
We weren't supposed to show
Yeah.
you that yet.
And
That
then we
goddamn
had
pigeon.
special guest player. They showed us gameplay with special guest players, Zac Efron, and Jamie Foxx, and Snoop Dogg smoking a joint.
And Lupe
That's the only one I
Fiasco
remember.
saying, "Well, this is gonna suck."
He had a fucking joint at the booth.
That's why Snoop Dogg is best
Fuck
player.
right.
Excuse me, Mr. D.O. Double G. You're gonna have to put that out.
No, I'm not. No, seriously, you have to put that out. It's a fire risk. No, it isn't.
Nah, man, this helps keep my game up.
Snoop Dogg.
Is this the only shooter that takes place in a World
Well,
War
no,
One setting?
Didn't Call of Duty used to do that? Or was that
No,
World War
no.
II?
World Two.
That was
Oh,
World War
okay.
II.
Whoops.
Yeah, the original Call of Duty started off as World War II.
What about the original Team
I'm
Fortress?
hoping-
Was that World War II? Or was that
The
World
original
War
Team
I?
Team
Fortress
Fort-
was weird.
The original Team Fortress was modern.
Oh.
It was modern? No, I was pretty sure it was old.
No,
Like-
nobody really talks about the original Team Fortress, actually.
I know, but I know it was like set. I know it was set back a bit.
Hold on, let me check.
Well, while we talk about
Yeah,
that,
who even talked
so
about the first one?
how about the fact that Battlefield 1 almost never happened?
What?
You guys don't know about this?
I know about
Battlefield
that,
1
but it's just
almost
like, I'm
never
not
happened.
exactly...
Battlefield 1 almost never happened because EA execs thought that kids today would not know what World War 1 was. I would not joke. I would not
Seriously?
joke.
Oh my god.
You know, everybody
Like,
has to take
I
history
don't know
classes.
if you guys watch
We
him.
have
I
history
don't-
classes for
I don't
a
know if you guys
reason.
watch him. I know Snake sometimes does and sometimes doesn't. Jim Sterling did a really good episode a few weeks ago, called "Game Execs Are Fucking Morons," where like there's so many projects that almost would never have happened, because game execs are fucking stupid. Yeah, game industry executives are fucking idiots. It's a video he did 2 weeks ago.
Well then.
So yeah, EA execs believed that kids would not know what World War I was, and therefore would not have any interest in a World War I set game. I would not joke about this. I would not.
I don't
even
think they
be-
give a shit about the World War II setting to begin
Still,
with.
Huh?
I do want to ask this real quick. Do you guys still think Battlefield 1 is a confusing title, considering we have Battlefield and then Battlefield Bad Company 1?
Yes.
No, Battlefield 1,
That sounds.
World
Well,
War
at
1.
least-
It makes
Well,
sense.
it makes sense,
but at
but
the same
I'm just
time,
meaning-
would you refer to the original Battlefield as?
Battlefield.
Then at
Just
least don't
keep
make
in
the
mind-
one after
Yeah,
the
then
new
what was
one.
the previous
That-
game,
that
Battlefield
will
4?
That still will cause some brand confusion at the very beginning. But just a simple explanation.
Well, not really. Like, you call the first Battlefield You call
Well,
this
I mean,
one.
some people.
You call this
Wasn't
one
the-
explicitly
Well,
Battlefield
I'm just
1.
talking about the kids who will be seeing just a random advertisement. They'll be saying, "What? Battlefield 1? Is it a reboot of the first Battlefield? Is it a remake?" And you also have to consider that there are technically.
No, kids will not be thinking that, because, granted, kids are pretty fucking dumb right now.
Well, whatever.
Give
but,
them some credit.
Thank you, Common
Just
Core.
keep in mind.
Thank you,
there
Common Core.
are technically, there are technically 7, I believe, Battlefield games, because there's Battlefield, Battlefield 2, Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, and
I think
then,
there's also Battlefield
then
1942.
Hardline.
Hardline. So, or was there? I'm not sure. So, I'm just thinking that I remember even when I was seeing Battlefield Bad Company, I didn't actually realize that there was a Battlefield on the PS2, because that was like really shortly after I was getting really into the internet and all that stuff. So I just think that there might be at least some amount of confusion for some people, but just a simple explanation will solve that issue. But people are we're still confused with the Wii U brand name, so naming your thing is very important for the general market, but.
And the 3DS, some
Yeah.
people are confused
But,
about
well,
that too.
Well, here's the thing. Battlefield 1 is in World War 1, so it makes sense. At the very least,
I
I
still think
still-
they should have
it's
written out the
relevant.
one. The numeral
At the
one
very
looks
least-
stupid.
It only half
the very
makes
least,
sense,
it's relevant.
to be honest.
I mean, yeah, I get that. I just
Well, it
think
only
that,
half
it
makes
will
sense.
cause at least some confusion at the beginning for some people. But yes, now that I realize what it was, and that was shortly after someone explained that to me when after the AA conference, I did understand that. It's just I was a little bit confused, and I'm sure at least a couple of other people were confused as well. But whatever.
So
Yeah, again, it only half makes sense.
So
That's
But
pretty
anyway.
much all of
Okay.
EA.
I guess final thoughts on EA.
Eh.
Eh,
I
I skipped
the
it.
Mass Effect series.
I think I said before, I went to take a shit during the conference.
Mm-hmm. So
There were some
Well,
things
anyway,
I
moving on.
enjoyed. Like I enjoyed the genuine guy coming up about talking about Fee. I liked the behind the scenes stuff about Mass Effect Andromeda. I was disappointed that they didn't show more, but overall, I guess I'll give it a
Oh, we're gonna score it now?
2 out of 5.
7.8
5.
out of 10. Too much water.
Okay.
No, I hate doing things out of 10.
I'm kidding. D plus.
meh. Meh.
Anyway, moving on to Bethesda.
I genuinely like this conference.
I
was
missed
excited
out on
this
most
time.
of it. I'm interested in Quake Champions. It's not.
That was surprising.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was kind of surprised they mentioned Quake, but at the same time, thinking about it, it's like, wait, they've been rebooting a lot of id software franchises.
They're doing a lot of reboots. They're doing Quake Champions, PC exclusive. They're bringing it back Prey.
Mhm.
Well,
They,
it's technically Prey 2, but
Yeah, because they were supposed to make a sequel, but they never fucking did.
it got canceled.
Most
Well, no,
likely
Prey
it
2 got
actually.
canceled.
Yeah.
It got canceled and it came back here, and it's
Yeah, it
completely
looks like
different.
this
Yeah,
might
I
actually
think
be a
it's a-
Prey reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
That's the
yeah.
thing.
But yeah,
We got Skyrim HD.
Mods on
Yeah.
console, fuck yeah.
Mods on console.
it's also
and
coming to PC as well, though. That
for free.
for free. Okay, thank you.
For free if you have the Legendary Edition.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Um.
I remember seeing some
Jesus
tweets actually
Christ.
that...
right now we're just going over the small shit. They has put up pre-orders for $350 limited edition Pip-Boy that connects through Bluetooth. You know, the Fallout wrist thing.
Yep.
They're doing it again.
I guess before we go ahead and talk about games, no Elder Scrolls 6, and it's not gonna happen for a long fucking time because Todd and I knew this because the thing is, this is where I was talking about in the pre-3 video. Fallout 4 was a goddamn disappointment.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, and I know I'm gonna rant, but I'll try to keep this quick. Fallout has always been the test bed Bethesda uses for Elder Scrolls.
Yep.
So the thing is, like, they always test out the new engine that they want to put for the new Elder Scrolls game. Fallout 3 was a test. They expanded on it with New Vegas, and then they came out with Skyrim. Fallout 4, I was excited to see what the new engine could be for the new Elder Scrolls.
And they used the same one.
They used this, though, even worse. It was a retouching of the Fallout 3 engine.
Ooh.
Not New Vegas, not Skyrim, Fallout 3.
Well, they couldn't use the New Vegas engine because that was Obsidian.
Yeah, they could have.
No, because I think Obsidian, after New Vegas, they took their chips and walked away.
No, it's still licensed under Bethesda. Because it wasn't a new engine. It was a retouched engine of it was a retouched version of Fallout 3's engine.
Well then, so
But even then, they could have just used the Skyrim engine, but they didn't. They used the original Fallout 3 engine and modified it again.
yeah, Bethesda.
And
yeah,
took a lot of mods.
That was a major disappointment.
And they took a lot of mods that were used in New Vegas, actually.
Basically, yeah.
The-
So
That's actually something Bethesda is a bit notorious for, is using
So-
mods, and nobody knows if it's with the permission of the modders or if it's just stealing.
So here's what I want. I don't want another Fallout. I don't want an Elder Scrolls 6 until I get a Fallout with a new engine. That's what I want.
Well, hang on, there is a new Elder Scrolls. There's Elder Scrolls Online!
No, thanks.
Why were they
Stick to
pushing
Final
that?
Fantasy
Why were they?
14.
Yeah, why were they pushing Elder Scrolls Online?
I'll stick with Final Fantasy 14. Yeah.
I'll be getting Final Fantasy 14.
Well, join us.
Yeah, me
Yes,
too. I'll
all
get
of
it
us will be
sometime
playing
soon.
14.
Ooh.
Hey, that would actually be something interesting to do for the channel.
Dungeon
Final
raids.
Fantasy 14 stuff.
Dungeon raids.
Damn right.
Yep.
So, yeah, Elder Scrolls 6, I can expect it to not come for another 5 years, but I don't want it within the next 5 years. Because, granted, for one thing, people are still fucking addicted to Skyrim. And mods just keep adding new content.
The only mod
On
I
top of the
need
fact that-
is the Randy Savage Dragon mod.
Damn you. And
the best.
on top of that, I don't want a new Elder Scrolls game until I see a new Fallout game with a new engine.
So yeah, I think the biggest, or the one they spent the most time on showing was Dishonored 2, and even though it looks...
Dishonored 2, which I am hyped
Yeah,
for.
I do think they showed...
Dishonored 1, and Dishonored 2 looks like they're showing, like, it looks fucking amazing. The fact that we get to play as either Emily or Corvo adds basically a range of abilities. Corvo's ability, and they're retouching Corvo's abilities from the first game, so it's still a new playthrough. On top of the fact that Emily's powers look goddamn amazing.
Yeah, like, we have a female playable character and a male playable character. We'll be getting to something about that with Nintendo.
Well,
2 more
And
conferences to
but
go,
I
though.
think it's about time.
Actually-
Three, you mean?
Actually,
Actually, wait. Actually,
Microsoft,
3.
I was going to say,
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
was
3.
Which one did
Ubisoft
you
that
forget?
bad?
Was Ubisoft? Yes.
Actually,
Yes,
I was
Ubisoft
forgetting
that bad.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sucked.
So,
anyways-
moving on then.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
Well,
On
next
to
up is
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Speak
I
of the
can
devil.
tell, I'm looking at my Audacity, it's picking on my goddamn AC, but it's too fucking hot here in Georgia.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I believe the first game they started with was Gears of War 4, which everyone expected.
Sorry, I guess before we move on to Microsoft, anybody have anything to say about, like, Dishonored 2 or any final thoughts on Bethesda?
Got exactly what I expected, so it's about standard for me. Standard being, hey, it's good.
Yeah, Bethesda doesn't usually have a terrible conference. In fact, I think their first one for a first conference, like, last year was quite good. And this one, they didn't really have a huge... I mean, Quake. Quake was really the biggest thing. They ended it with Dishonored 2, and it looks pretty cool. So, it seemed like a pretty okay conference. They did pace some things a bit oddly, though.
Yeah, I guess I'll give this 4 out of 5. They showed what I wanted to see, and we didn't talk about they teased they teased
The new Wolfenstein.
at the very Wolfenstein, new Colossus.
Man,
Also a new Doom sequel, I think.
I don't think they
No.
teased a Doom sequel.
No, that was the
Just DLC.
the Doom. It was the Doom that they were talking
DLC.
about.
Yeah, just
But,
DLC.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was decent, I guess. Anyways,
So, yeah, I guess now that I think about it, like, yeah, there were some pacing things they spent a bit too much on.
Dishonored 2.
Fallout. Well, no. Like, Dishonored 2, considering it's a game that's coming out next, they spent just a good amount of time on it.
Well, it took them a while.
Especially since it's the first time that they actually show gameplay.
They did, like,
Because
have,
they just teased it last year. So the thing is, they paced that really well. The only thing that pacing was a bit off was, like, VR, and like they were talking about VR.
I was just talking about some, like, they would show, like, a little bit of Dishonored 2, then they cut back to talking, then show another thing, and then cut back, and then show another thing and cut back. That was what I was talking about with the odd pacing.
Well,
but when it comes
they-
to the actual content, it was enough, though they were starting to lose
Well, no,
me.
like that helped streamline it, if anything, because that allowed them to cut to where they needed, rather than just like show like because it allowed them to cut to like this specific point and talk about the specific things they needed or they wanted to show. So I think that was relatively well done. It was just they spent a bit too much on DLC, which we already knew about, and Fallout VR.
They spent too much time on Elder Scrolls Online as well.
That's right, yeah.
Because nobody cares.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5.
A solid C+. That's not bad, for the record.
E.
Okay?
Okay.
C's are fine. Anyways, actually, it's about, I think it's, just about time for, Sly to actually leave for a little thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
You're gonna miss the best one.
I know. I only got to talk about that and EA.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll stop my Audacity.
I know.
Yeah.
You poor sap.
Alright, so while he's exporting his audio, let's talk Microsoft.
Alright, quick thoughts. Again, this had enough surprises that I felt that this was pretty good. I felt that one of the surprises could have been done a bit better. We'll get to it.
We'll get the last thing. Fuck. Okay. So,
From the beginning.
Gears of War 4, we all saw that coming because they showed that off last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it coming.
Also, they basically said you have no reason to buy an Xbox anymore.
Yeah,
everything was also a Windows 10 exclusive. Like that.
I'm going to be honest, I'm still going to buy an Xbox One because a good desktop for me right now is a pipe dream.
Oh, dude, it doesn't matter. Because of the Universal Windows platform, you can't even customize settings, so it's going to be on the lowest possible settings. So, dude, you could play that shit on your toaster because it's going to be locked at the lowest possible settings. Because Microsoft doesn't give a shit about PC players.
Even still, I'd like something good for whenever
That's
I
basically
care.
their fuck you. They're like, you know, you say you have no reason to buy an Xbox, but all the games that we're putting on PC are going to be fucking terrible ports.
Yeah.
So basically, if you want the best,
Even though Microsoft
you come
themselves
to
develop
us. If you
PCs.
want the best, you come to
Yeah,
us.
it's well known that Microsoft has been very anti-PC gaming.
Even though their biggest market is PC.
Well, because they want it to be separate.
Yeah, they make that shit for a living.
Literally, the Xbox division is starting to make them lose money because more people are going to Sony and Nintendo. So they're actually losing money on their console. But the only reason Microsoft isn't losing any money is because they're making more off PC.
Well, software. Because Microsoft is, Windows is software.
Well, yeah,
Right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hilarious. So yeah, Gears of War 4. Dead Rising 4.
I heard the Christmas music and I thought, oh, this is just gonna be like they're gonna be doing this because they're a bunch of tools. But as soon as I saw Frank West, I was like, oh, never mind. I love
Jingle
this.
bell, jingle bell, jingle
Bell
bell rock.
Yeah, but that to quote a different group.
His fucking shit-eating grin.
Oh,
that
I
goddamn
love
selfie.
Yeah.
That fucking selfie.
Yeah. Usually I hate it whenever games try to do the whole we're gonna be putting in modern stuff like they have like social media and stuff. This time I'll forgive it because it was because it's Dead Rising. It's all for parody.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point of Dead Rising.
Yeah. This one's actually going to be a timed exclusive.
For what? Dead Rising 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, timed exclusive.
So I'm starting to notice a pattern where the odd-numbered game, or at least, odd-numbered games start as exclusives, but the sequel, the next one isn't.
First 90 days.
Yeah.
Windows 10 exclusive for the first 90 days, console exclusive on Xbox One for 1 year.
So just Steam players will get it earlier than console.
No, not Steam, Windows 10. As in Windows 10 Marketplace.
Ooh.
As in you're gonna get a shit port, because Universal Windows platform.
Yeah. Okay, but, I'm happy for Dead Rising 4. It looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's Dead Rising. It's gonna be fun.
I'm looking at this article, actually, and apparently there's assets for a Bulletstorm remaster, and I'm just gonna quickly say this, I don't fucking care.
What is Bulletstorm?
The one where people...
No
the
idea.
one where, it was the first-person shooter where, everybody likes to make dick jokes by adding dick to everything.
That doesn't ring a bell, but alright.
It's extremely
Yeah,
forgettable.
me neither.
Well then.
Okay, next, Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, we happy
Okay,
few.
run this by me.
We happy few.
It was
Oh.
a Kickstarter project where it was an alternate history where
England lost World War II.
but they regained but they regained their land by doing, as the Kickstarter page called it, the very bad thing. And so a lot of people are just living...
Hold on, send me the link to Kickstarter so I can...
Hang on. Wiki. Yeah, I think the wiki's good enough. Hang on, let me just... Yeah, here we go. This should be good enough. I'll put the Kickstarter page in as well. But anyways.
Well, I know about, We Happy Few. I'm just talking about the Kickstarter.
Yeah, apparently this was first revealed in 2015. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm personally interested because it looks like, Bioshock 1... kind of. I'd like some responses.
Wait, say again?
I like.
Sorry, I'm
like
reading
the look
out
of We
thing.
Happy
You guys
Few
go ahead and
because
talk
it's
about it.
Clockwork Orange meets Bioshock.
The trailer
Yeah.
took me by surprise when I first saw it. Like, that was the first
Yeah.
time I'd heard of it, and I was like,
Like, it was, Are You Off Your Joy? And they're celebrating a birthday party.
Yeah, it has.
And-
I love the macabre imagery.
Like, I love the fact that, like, when he so everyone's taking a drug called Joy, where essentially it causes them to, at first, we think it's to make them happy. And then, as, like, they showed some pretty decent gameplay.
Well, if it was gameplay, I'm not sure.
It was.
yeah, that was gameplay.
It was like the first few minutes of the game, where, so we go and walk to a coworker's birthday party, where there's a piñata, and then we come across like a room, like there's a room where someone's about to get fucking stabbed. And, like, you realize, yeah, something is not right. And then the shit hits the fan when you see the piñata, and then you're about to whack it, and suddenly blood is everywhere, and you realize that the piñata was actually a dead rat.
And everybody's eating its guts.
Ugh.
It's...
Like, if you haven't seen the trailer, it's amazing. Like, holy shit, that's a kind of, like, mindfuck. Okay, it has the setting of Bioshock.
But the psychological
has-
thriller aspects of,
It has. Okay, think Bioshock 1 plus Bioshock Infinite plus Clockwork Orange plus what's the game? What's the movie I'm thinking of?
what? Give me some hints, I might know it.
Dystopian Society. Oh no. I'm thinking Total Recall is what I'm thinking of.
I think you mean Brave New World.
Maybe. I think I might be thinking Total Recall. though.
I
know.
don't think it's Total Recall.
No, I don't think Total Recall.
No, I don't think so.
Anyways.
I don't know, but yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah.
So it is coming to PC?
It's coming to PC.
Actually,
it's not Microsoft
it's on
exclusive.
Steam Early Access. I know for a fact.
Oh, really?
We Happy. Yeah, We Happy Few. Here we go. It is an early access game, available July 26.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited for this game.
Yeah. But yeah, looks like it's gonna be something else. I'm ready to shit my pants when I play it. What came up next?
I have a list, but I don't have an order.
What came up next? Nothing much, actually.
Oh wait, they talked about the Xbox One S.
Final Fantasy
Oh, yeah.
15.
So we're gonna open that can of worms already. Okay, so Microsoft announced two consoles, the One S and the Scorpio, which Microsoft executive Phil Spencer has said, do not buy the Scorpio if you don't have 4K. So that is one console off the list that I could give a shit about.
Yeah, 4K is not.
So the One
4K
S
has not become the
is-
standard yet. So who cares?
Yeah, and that's most
Yeah.
likely why they actually Sony didn't even confirm the PS4K.
Yeah.
So, even though they actually were, so that's pretty interesting.
So then about the S.
So the 4S essentially, think
Yeah,
of it
yes.
as like what Sony did with the PlayStation 3 when they slimmed it down.
Or the Xbox 360 Elite.
I didn't even know it was a thing until recently.
What?
The 360 Elite.
Yeah, actually no, it's the opposite of the Elite because the Elite added shit.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, hence the term
yeah, they made it
elite.
more expensive.
And they fixed the red ring.
Yeah, they added shit and they made it more expensive.
Although the Elite was mainly just an answer to the red ring of death.
Quote unquote, because the Elite's actually red ringed more often.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
hasn't happened.
Irony!
And here's and you wanna know the sick part?
What?
It when the Elite red ringed, you couldn't do jack shit about it.
Yeah.
When the normal 360 red rings, you can do like a homebrew fix for it because it has something to do with like hardware overheating or some shit like that.
Mhm.
But with the Elite, you can't even fix it. So you're fucked.
So with that said, where's our Nintendo Wii U Elite? So that way people's systems can stop bricking.
Bricking?
Let's not get into that right now, please. That's not part of the topic.
Wait, what do you mean bricking?
Mighty Number 9
I know.
joke. Move on.
Well, I know,
No,
but I don't know what.
No, we're moving on.
But anyway, moving on
Fair
to the
enough.
next game.
Damn it. Okay, Eric, make sure you cut this bit out.
Nah,
Eric,
nah.
damn it,
I'm
cut
good.
it out.
We're gonna leave it
Cut
in.
it out.
Mighty Number 9 sucks.
Yes, it
Point.
does.
Alright, up
There we go.
next.
But this is E3
Final
we're
Fantasy
talking
15?
about, so Eric, you better cut this shit out. Like,
Oh
cut
no,
this
my number
bits
9
out.
did.
Nah,
No,
I'm
no.
I'm leaving it in. It's relevant.
Dude, they
Anyway,
didn't show it. My
yeah, I'm
number
leaving
9
it in.
was not at E3, therefore it has no relevance.
Well, I mean, it
So
wasn't in the
please cut this
conference,
out
but it
of the-
wasn't.
Yeah, but
Moving on.
the day we're recording this, it's
Record.
relevant.
Oh.
Record.
Oh, so my number 9 is relevant.
Yeah.
So, Metroid Prime developers, Retro Studios, unfortunately, Concept.
The
yeah.
game does look interesting, though.
It looks interesting, but
Oh, no doubt, but the thing is, Keiji Inafune
buy,
is toxic at this
I
point.
will not put a goddamn cent towards Recore until I know for sure that it's good.
Oh, dude, you don't have to because it's not on Kickstarter.
I know, but
Like, this is a Microsoft
I
game,
know, but
so-
still, like, I'm not even going to attempt or think about pre-ordering until I know it's good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, like, I don't want to believe, I don't hope that it's going to be bad. I'm just skeptical to a point of pure neutrality.
Right.
Wait, say again?
I'm skeptical to near to a point of pure neutrality.
Yeah, and I can understand that. I mean, have we seen gameplay yet?
Yeah, we've seen gameplay, and it looks interesting. I just hope that the explosions don't look like cheese pizzas. It's relevant.
Inafune.
If you couldn't tell, we're recording this on Mighty Number 9's release date.
Yeah, this is Tuesday, June 20th.
People aren't too happy.
And all the
Yeah.
jokes are trending. But anyway, did they show anything new for Final
yes,
Fantasy
they,
15?
Showed off the Titan
showed-
boss,
Yeah, they showed off a new demo.
which I could tell for a fact that the guy doing that demo was just like oh, he didn't know exactly what to do at
Yeah.
all.
He did play it again later on. If any of you guys watched Square Enix, they had a 3-day.
No.
Oh, am I the only one who watched Square Enix?
Yeah,
Oh my,
I got.
I guess
I'm
so.
gonna be carrying the entire. Oh jeez. Oh well. They had the guy back on for Square Enix's live stream, and he did a lot better that time around.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was playing on the PS4. Like that didn't have anything really to do with it. But apparently the Microsoft build that he was playing is apparently an outdated one, like a slightly outdated one.
Because it's based on the Episode to Sky demo
Yeah.
that came out with Type 0.
Right.
Which has been updated further since the Platinum demo.
Yes.
Why do I smell donuts? sorry.
What?
You're the only
Keep
one who
that
can
in.
answer that
Keep
question.
that in, Eric.
Oh, yay.
What?
My mom came home with Krispy Kreme.
Oh.
Ooh,
Krispy Kreme.
diabetes.
It's Krispy Kreme, not Dunkin' Donuts.
They're both.
Which that just arrived into my town not too long ago.
Well, I already gave my bitch about the 1S and Scorpio, and I didn't watch Microsoft's conference, so I'll be right back while you guys keep talking about Microsoft.
Alright, what came up?
Okay, should we just glaze through the rest of the
Yeah,
games?
I just need to get some water.
Alright.
Forza Horizon 3.
Kangaroos! I can't care too much about it. Never really cared for, a lot of racing games I never really cared about. I can't care about racing sims or kart racers. Unless they're in the arcades.
My dad's like big and heavy into racing simulators, but he tried Horizon 2. He could not get into it. I don't know why. Like I watched him play it, and
Okay.
it seems similar to all the other stuff he does, but it just wasn't his cup of tea.
Yeah,
Well
else is
then.
there?
Well, since DC's on a donut run,
Gwen?
next game.
you wanna
Halo Wars
do that?
2.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
can't.
that's a bit. Yeah, what's that about?
Well, apparently, I don't know how, but apparently enough people liked Halo Wars 1 enough for there to be a sequel. I didn't think that was going to happen. Honestly.
Isn't it a real-time strategy?
Yeah, it's an RTS game.
Hmm.
Made by the people who made Age of Empires.
Mm. Wait, Age of
So-
Empires? Like that app game? Or am I thinking of something else?
You're thinking
Never
of
mind.
something else.
Never mind.
Well then.
Moving on beyond
Okay,
that.
so that Gwent Witcher card game. Gwent the Witcher card game.
I think it's good that they made a card game of that because a lot of people complain about Gwent in Witcher 3 because it's too good to the point where people would rather play Gwent than the actual, game.
Oh, you're on Gwent?
Yeah,
Mhm.
It was that good.
Yep.
it's amazing.
Yeah, Gwent is really good.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking forward to that. Like been meaning to start a Witcher. It's on my backlog. I have all three.
Yeah, I was never really much into Hearthstone, so Gwent looks like my kind of mobile or online card game.
Yeah.
All right. So Sea of Thieves.
Oh, you mean Microsoft's actually you mean the game that Microsoft is letting Rare do that's not Connect?
Yeah. On the one hand,
well,
it looks
actually-
very.
So,
It looks like something you
I
have to get
guess-
really
One person at a
invested in,
time.
and I like that. It's one of those things
I
where,
guess,
like, it's very much
since we're talking...
a pirate simulator and a really good one because it's just like you have all these parts of the ship that you have to fix. There's different people working on different parts of it. I like that, but I hate the video
a pirate
package that came with it. I hate it.
Why?
It was so cringy.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that,
again, I didn't watch it.
that
It was a bunch of
that video was.
yeah. Everybody was trying to
Arr.
sound cool. They were trying to bank off of like Let's Player stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so they were doing the mic trick that Ubisoft is notorious for.
Yeah.
No, it was worse.
No, it was It was all completely pre-recorded. It wasn't live.
Though. Right.
Well, no, that's the mic trick. Well, no.
No,
No,
they,
like,
they said it was
Microsoft
like they
wasn't
recorded
trying
all
to
this
make
like
it seem
weeks
live.
ago. They said like
Yeah, the mic trick is when they have like live.
No. They didn't try to.
talking
They
over
didn't try
pre-recorded
to say
gameplay.
it was live. They weren't trying to fool anybody. They said, "Hey, here's some footage that we had from like a couple weeks ago when people played it."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But still, it was.
Alright. Well,
So it's a pirate simulator
how
that is
about-
in Assassin's Creed 4.
Yeah,
I
isn't
still don't
Assassin's
even know
Creed
what like
4,
the goal of that game
and
is.
it looks
though.
pretty good. But
What's
I guess
What's
on
the
the
goal of
topic
it?
of Rare, ukulele. Fuck you, Microsoft.
yay!
yeah. Looking forward to that.
I'm waiting until like comes out. I'm waiting until that comes out. So I'm not just. Yeah,
I backed it, and I'm happy that I backed it because I didn't back my number 9.
I think the only Kickstarter project I've ever backed is Bloodstained, which they showed off
I
at the
backed
Microsoft
ukulele and
conference.
Bloodstained. Huh?
They showed off Bloodstained at the Microsoft conference.
Yes, it looks so fucking good. Pro Jared showed off some gameplay that he got to experience. Oh, so good.
So how about Tekken 7?
Oh
Oh,
yes!
I'm
I'm
hyped.
hyped. I'm so hyped. I am so pumped. I want to play as Akuma. I want to play as Akuma. I want to play as Akuma. I want to play as Akuma.
The only fighting game I could give a shit about that isn't Injustice.
Yeah, but no.
You don't even
Tekken
care
was
about
a
Smash?
little personal story. Tekken.
Smash isn't a fighting game.
Oh.
What do you call it? What do you consider
A
it?
sumo game.
A what?
Sumo game.
Oh yeah, because you're
Yeah,
pushing people
no
off.
sense.
I'm pulling a line from Game Theory. Digressing and side
Well,
questing.
it's not a traditional fighting
it's not
game.
a traditional fighting game because of the fact that the objective isn't to drain HP, it's to knock someone out of the ring.
That and you have more range of movement than any other 2D fighter.
Yeah, so it's less a fighting game, more of an arena.
Sorry about
an
that.
arena
The
fighter-
little
fighter,
paper
I guess.
noises.
Hmm.
Huh?
Is someone?
Oh, you know that's the tree outside my room. I'm sorry.
No, that was my mom coming in and just grabbing some paper on the printer.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, is that it
little
for this?
quick little personal story. I love Tekken. It was the first fighting game series that I truly fell in love with.
Yeah, same. It was the first fighting game I ever played on the
I
arcade.
still love Tekken 5 to this day. It is so good.
Yeah. I actually remember Tekken 2. Yoshimitsu was so fucking broken.
Yoshimitsu looks weird in Tekken 7.
I haven't seen Yoshimitsu.
He has
in
fucking
Tekken
tentacles on him for whatever reason.
7.
He's a tentacle monster.
As long as he can still stand on his sword and use it as a pogo stick and do his killer shark attack combo, I'm good.
Hold on a second.
I love, and one thing that confused me about too, that they took this move out. He had a move where he committed seppuku. Like
Sorry
he
about that.
literally stabbed himself. It was really weird.
and you're
Sorry about
confused as
that.
to why they took that out.
Because, well, no, I know why it was there. Like, it was a good counter for King, but
Wait, how is it a
I'm confused
counter?
as to why they took it.
Because
Because if you're in a grab, it
Oh.
stabs the other guy for double damage.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it slices you pretty heavily, but it's almost a one shot for the guy grabbing you.
I gotcha.
It was so good.
So, anyway, is that it for this conference?
I think there's a few more
wait, what
things.
else was there? There was something else.
Scalebound.
Yes, Scalebound. Loved what I saw.
Oh,
Because also, oh no, Hideki Kamiya's on there. We've all been blocked from E3.
not me, because I love Bayonetta.
Well, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He might block you anyways.
Nope. Most likely, I'll be the only person he doesn't block because I love Bayonetta.
I'm
You
really gonna play Bayonetta. I have it too.
Scalebound. I love what I'm seeing. I can't wait for it. At all.
I think the gameplay looks interesting.
I
I like
like
the
that.
idea of-
much like something else that
jumping on a
Gameplay looks interesting,
charging
but
at this humongous monster, but
gameplay looks interesting, but dude just looks like another Dante.
Well, that's what Platinum. Well, remember Hideki Kamiya, that he loves Dante. He loves like Devil May Cry 1 Dante.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, was that it?
Think so, yeah.
Oh, this isn't a game.
That's all to my knowledge.
Microsoft announced that you can now order your own customized controllers.
Oh yeah.
Any note on that?
Yay.
I tested it out before we got into the
Nope.
call. It's you just change the colors of things. It's
And you
not
can
very-
have your name on there.
not very in depth.
Okay. Next.
Ubisoft.
Ugh, Ubisoft.
Okay, so let's start off with the first game announced for NX.
Just
Third
Dance.
Just Dance
20
2017.
Oh.
Yeah, but they butchered Queen.
It's not specifically NX, but it said to all consoles.
Stop me now.
No,
What was
don't
that opening?
Stop me now. I'm having such a good
What
time.
was that opening?
Having a ball.
Don't stop me.
Oh
Don't
my
stop
God.
me. Don't stop me.
Hey,
stop
don't
him.
stop me. Don't stop me.
Please stop him.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, which is completely
Okay.
ironic because I wanted them to stop. The more I saw it.
But
Well, anyway, aside from that,
okay, so I guess let's get the big I guess the matter of the mood whiplash out of the way. What happened in Orlando? Well, both things that happened in Orlando. The shooting on shooting at the gate at the
Pulse.
at the bar, and Christina Grimmie's tragic murder.
Yeah.
And
there's
I'm
kinda-
still fucking heartbroken about that because I actually followed
Yeah.
her for quite a while. Like even when she was starting out, like damn, like and when she started getting out there, she was an inspiration for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, it hit me pretty hard.
But on to what did they show off? Wildlands first,
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first game. Second.
which
game.
I have
Yes.
multiple problems with. Because it's just like, hey, America's
Oh,
intervening. America's intervening.
Sorry, I just slapped my headset off. Sorry. That was the main. That was the pinnacle of Ubisoft using the mic trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, and I think that DC might agree with me on this. I don't like how they're doing the whole thing of America's invading a foreign country to solve the drug problem.
As someone who's from Mexico,
That's just
I
terrible.
mean, I could see that, but
No, it's already
Well, no,
happened.
it makes sense.
America's already has gotten involved in it plenty of times, and it's only made things worse.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if doing a game on that makes sense.
But they're not going to show like the Americans fucking up. They're not going to show it.
Oh no.
We don't know.
nope.
I mean, if it makes for a good setting for a shooter, they're gonna do it. But content-wise,
We'll see.
Yeah.
It does look
So
like
then-
it's going to be the most disappointing game out of Ubisoft.
But then on to the next thing.
Star Trek. What?
yeah, that
Well,
was
no,
The
that
Bridge
was a bit
Crew.
later, but this
Oh, yeah.
Next up.
was South
Yep.
Park, the fractured butthole.
I love
Which is
South Park Battle Network.
Yep.
It's also a parody of all the superhero versus movies.
Basically.
Yeah.
And frankly, I can't wait. Like, I loved Stick of Truth, and this theme is more fitting, I guess, for me because again, I'm a comics guy, so I'm looking forward to it.
I like
Same
that-
here, but I feel
Go on.
I'm.
Let me guess, you're not for it because you're not a fan of South Park.
No, I love South Park. But I'm not a fan of. I'm not sure if I'll like the battle system. First off,
I don't know.
And-
See, everyone's talking
I
about Battle
never-
Network. The game that actually came to mind for me is an Atlas game on the DS, Radiant Historia. had a really interesting combat system, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like my cup of tea, like the combat, but I'm also just a little bit worried that they're going to try a bit too hard to get like the ridiculous feeling that Stick of Truth had, because I love how
the thing is, this looks like it's gonna follow more closely to the Cthulhu trilogy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see, because the first game, they were it was more or less
LARPing.
It was more or less well, yeah, they were LARPing, but it was coming right off the heels of like the Game of Thrones parody that they were doing, but it wasn't really tying into anything related to the game. This game looks like it's going to be a continuation of when they were doing the Coon, Mysterion, and Cthulhu trilogy.
Yeah, but as for the jokes, I kind of found the origin story like weak at first, but it got funny. The last bit was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Why don't you stop trying to steal the new kid's backstory, Kyle? Moving on. What was after South Park?
The Division is what I have on my list.
Skip.
The Underground and Survival DLC.
Skip, yeah.
Let's skip that.
Division. Fucking skip.
No one gives a shit about Division.
Eagle Flight.
Oh yeah, Eagle Flight.
Yeah. Or as I like to call it.
I'm gonna be honest, watching the people play it was actually more entertaining than the game.
Oh,
I
definitely.
got a bigger kick out of watching people turn their heads like a madman.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eagle Flight I have no interest in because $600 fucking dollars.
$700 for the HTC Vive.
Which that needs a room setup for, by the way.
Yep.
I don't
Like Eagle
care.
Flight doesn't look like a game though. It looks like a tech demo. Like that shouldn't be a game you sell for $60 or however much these VR games are gonna go for.
They better be reduced because they all look a bit cheap actually.
The
Yeah.
only one that doesn't was the Star Trek one.
Yeah,
And the PlayStation
to
VR
that.
stuff, but that's because Sony actually gives a damn.
it's also
Yeah,
in-house.
we'll get to it.
Yeah.
But up next is that Star Trek.
So how about the Star Trek one?
So next up, Star Trek, and they actually got members from the different casts. They got the chick from Star Trek Voyager. They got LeVar Burton, Geordi LaForge from Next Generation, and they got Carl
I love
Urban,
that.
aka McCoy in the Abrams movies.
Who cares? They got Sony from Next Generation in.
Yeah.
Next Generation is my favorite Star
And
Trek
it's
TV
Geordi.
series. Yeah.
he basically lived with VR his whole life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm interested in that.
I'm interested, but I just want a price drop for the fucking VR stuff. Please, can I just get that first? Then I'll be interested.
Yeah.
Anything else?
For Honor.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, Pirate
Pirate Guy!
He's back! Yes! Oh my god, I was like, if they don't bring him back, I'm just going to... Yeah. But, it looks like something that's going to be fun to play. The story seems kind of shitty, but fuck it. The gameplay
I want to
looks...
play as a samurai.
I want to play as a Viking because it's the closest I can get to a kilt. The knight seems boring, honestly.
Samurai!
I want to play as a thief, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing on For Honor's release date when I play Persona 5.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a bad
that's right.
decision.
It has the same American release the same day as the American release date of Persona 5.
February 14th.
Yeah. So.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pirate Guy.
Goddamn.
Persona 5 wins.
Ooh, that was not a good
So,
Yeah.
Trials of the Blood Dragon.
Trial of the
Trials of the Blood
Dragon. Oh, sorry, wrong game.
Blood Dragon, bruh. Get it right.
Trials of the Blood Dragon. I'm happy to see the Blood Dragon moniker come back because I loved Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Just for how, like, cheesy 80s it is. Trials of the Blood Dragon looks to be, like, doing the whole cheesy 90s thing, but more out of love instead of just to say, look how stupid this is. Because the 80s deserves all, like the stupid parodies it gets, but 90s I feel like it's cheesy, but it, you know, give it some love.
Is Blood Dragon 80s or 90s?
A little bit of both.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't played Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is good. It's a standalone DLC, too.
Huh. Okay.
Alright, so
anything
grow
else?
up.
I'm
Grow
Like,
up.
if you want to be sold on it, you get RoboCop's pistol, as well. You like, two of your weapons are RoboCop's pistol and the Terminator 2 shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about. You know exactly the shotgun I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Yeah.
The one that you flip to reload.
Yeah. Which he does, like, when you... in the game.
What was next? Oh, Grow Up.
Yeah.
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 Anyone played Grow Home?
Nope.
Wait, it's a sequel?
No,
Is that what it is?
I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a sequel to Grow Home.
Oh. I have never heard of, like, either of these games before now.
Me neither.
Yeah,
okay.
So, I think
Well,
it's
let's move on to the next big thing then.
I
Watch
want
Dogs
that
2.
mask.
I
want that
Okay.
mask so much.
Let me tell-
I'm hoping that it's...
Let me tell
It's
you why I'm excited
good.
for it and why it's going to be better than the first one. The first one had a magic hack button because Aiden Pierce himself was not a hacker. He was a brute, he was a grunt, he was an enforcer. In Watch Dogs 2, we're actually playing as a DedSec hacker.
I'm gonna be
So it
honest,
looks like
I'm not
it would
exactly
actually be more in-depth because it would make sense to have an in-depth mechanic considering we're actually playing as a hacker.
I didn't really get that from the demo they showed off, though. I mean, I haven't,
Oh, we
I
have
haven't
more
played the
we have
original, so
more
I
toys to
compare. I
play
can't
with for sure,
compare,
though.
but
He have more toys. He's a lot. The new guy's a lot smaller than Aiden.
So most likely it'll be less of a GTA clone because most likely we won't be able to last long in a fight. So most likely we will have to be smarter than the rest of the crew. So that means most likely stealth tactics.
yep, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I Watch Dogs 1 was decent enough.
It's just that it lied.
No, it was. No, that was just the EA hype.
E3.
That was just E3 hype. It wasn't
EA hype. There's no EA hype. Ever.
Battlefield 1. Fuck you.
Zing!
Battlefield 1, Star Wars Battlefront before it launched.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm joking.
but yeah. So Watch Dogs 1 was decent enough. It is guilty of being a GTA clone, more or less, and magic hacking button. But then again, Aiden was was an idiot, and wasn't a hacker, so they couldn't really flesh it out. If anything, it was a tech demo for Watch Dogs 2. So I'm excited. We get more stuff.
Yeah.
And
Hoping it's gonna be good, but I'm skeptical.
it looks like it will be good. I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical again because Watch Dogs 1. But at the same time, I'm hopeful. Hopefully optimistic.
Yeah, same here.
Was that it?
Steep.
Yeah.
This looked fun.
I felt that they spent a bit too long on, but I am interested.
Yeah, it looked fun. Maybe the only
Okay,
other,
well then that's...
maybe the only other sports game I'm interested in besides FIFA.
Alright.
Yeah, I loved SSX games. So, yeah.
Alright, well that's a wrap for Ubisoft.
On to the best conference. Ba-
Sony!
bum, ba-
Introducing Dad of War.
Yeah.
Daddy Kratos! In Norse mythology, motherfuckers! We're going to Valhalla!
DC could attest to this. I was screaming like a little girl whenever all that came up.
Okay, so here's how it went. I loved how they did the build-up, because Sony, it always has the best conference because it always has the best pacing. I'll say that right now. Because just like how they did, we're going to go game to game to game to game, so we're going to get this out of the way. Sony, nothing but gameplay trailers, nothing but footage. They only talked a couple of times, and they just went game, 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 game.
Yep.
Easily the best
trailer.
paced conference in all of E3 this year, and
one CG trailer, one basic announcement.
Basically, the only thing people will say was the intro was too long, but fuck it, we got some badass fucking music. It kept us getting, because we weren't sure, was it God of War? Was it are they making Uncharted 5?
It was a brand new piece.
What was it that they're playing? Was it something for Last
It was a
Guardian?
brand new
Was it
piece.
something for Final Fantasy 15?
Yeah, like we were all in a Skype call, and like we did not know what was going on.
And then we see a kid, and we're like, huh.
It's like, oh, what's this? A new IP? What is this? I heard
and
the
then
voice,
we
and I was
hear
And
a
then
like,
we
voice.
see
hear
a bearded
voice.
Kratos.
And you know what? I knew what the voice was, but I didn't want to say it because I wanted to see your reaction.
I was thinking it. Well, actually, no, I wasn't, because there hadn't been a new game in so long.
Yeah, and the trilogy finished, Greek mythology.
The trilogy finished.
Like it was,
You know, we
like
added
he
on
killed the
spin-offs.
entire pantheon. There's nothing left to go in Greek. So, and when I heard the voice, I knew it right off the bat because I did hear rumors.
But you wanted to confirm.
No, I wanted to see
Yep.
your fucking reaction.
And my God, I think I
And
killed
then-
DC's hearing.
Yeah, so we heard we were in the Skype call. I heard the voice. I knew exactly who it was. And
Then
then
when
we
we
see a
see him-
silhouette. We see a silhouette. And then as soon as he takes a step forward, this motherfucker
Pale
right
man,
here
red
screams
on his
like a goddamn
red on his
madman.
shoulder. Yeah.
Kratos!
Never before had I been so excited for a God of War game.
Oh, and so let's talk about that. This game
my only
looks
question
more
is-
methodical. It actually looks like more less.
Hey, Kratos is a character again.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
a fleshed out character. He's a daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
though
here's
my
the
only
thing.
question is,
Here's what I'm thinking.
is this a sequel or reboot?
It's a reboot.
Because they changed
I
the
think
world
it's like
a
an
lot.
alternate
Reboot.
universe sort of thing, since it is a
Yeah,
a
because the
completely different
gameplay itself
mythology.
is not just different mythology. Like, in case anyone's wondering, during one of the battles, this motherfucking behemoth.
I think it's actually confirmed to be a troll.
Well, whatever. This motherfucker jumps up in front of Kratos and attacks the kid, and he's like, "I will send you to the depths of Valhalla."
No. The thing says you will never make it to
Oh yeah,
Valhalla.
you'll never make it to Valhalla, and that's when we realized, yep, Norse mythology.
Well, I also
Well, the
suspected
thing
it
is,
was
I
somewhere
couldn't
else
hear what he
entirely
was saying because you were screaming like a goddamn madman, and I told you repeatedly
Sorry.
to shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
And the gameplay definitely looks much
Yeah,
different.
the gameplay isn't. That's what's making me realize it's a reboot, because
It
here,
looks
it's not a
a
hack and
lot
slash.
more-
It's not a hack and slash like the originals.
Yeah.
This game is actually going more for a Skyrim style.
Well, no, more like I'd say a little bit more like Last of Us
No,
or Uncharted. Skyrim is very different. I've played Skyrim.
So have I. This plays more like Skyrim than Last of Us.
Skyrim doesn't have a very combo s thing. Like you do the same
Neither
like
does
3
Last of
slashes.
By the way, you have a button to manipulate what the kid does.
Yeah.
Jason.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh
confirmed.
gosh.
Yeah,
X
you can
to
literally
Jason?
press X to Jason.
Do we know the kid's name yet?
Or actually, we don't know this kid's name.
No.
Don't
I swear,
remember.
if it's
Well, we're calling him Jason for
it
now.
has to be Jason. It has to be Jason, or we will riot. And if
Yeah,
you want to fit it with Norse, call him Jason. Yaeson.
Yeah. Yeah. But it looked great. It looked like I could feel like whatever it was like trying to be tense. It felt tense. Like whenever he was trying to shoot
The
the
kid is a
stag.
fuck up.
Oh, the kid is a fuck up. But I love the fact that Kratos is just like,
It's okay.
learning.
Like,
It's just
I'm
like-
sorry. I'm sorry.
this isn't.
This
Yeah,
isn't the
because
time. It's fine.
because any other game, Kratos would have taken the boy's arms.
So yeah, holy shit, Daddy Kratos. I'm hyped if only to see the dynamic.
Yeah.
And yeah, Norse mythology. That's gonna be interesting.
The beard is strung with Kratos.
Oh yeah,
What did they show
definitely.
off next? Last
No,
Guardian?
next was
We have a release
no,
date!
that wasn't
You
next.
can't take
No,
it back,
no.
Sony.
No, Days Gone. Days
You
Gone.
can't take it
You
back,
opened the
Sony.
can of
You
worms, no.
motherfuckers! You can't take it back.
Days Gone.
No,
Days Gone.
no, not now, not yet, not yet.
Fine.
That was the last thing, so we'll save that for the last thing. We'll save the worst for the
Yeah.
last. Anyways, we have a fucking release date. You can't take that back, Sony.
Yeah, you can't take it back. And I am excited because I enjoyed Shadow of the Colossus. I felt that it had some problems.
Oh, Shadow of the
It had
Colossus
some
is
problems.
fucking fantastic, and that's actually.
Oh yeah, I won't deny
And
that it's a
actually,
great
I
game, but just
am
felt-
in. Well, I was in the process of recording it, but then I have some stuff next month. But yeah, that's expect that playthrough coming soon, folks. Catherine and Shadow of the Colossus.
Yay.
Ooh.
But I'm excited for Last Guardian. I need to know why the hell the kid looks so like artistically different from everyone else.
Eco. He looks like he was ripped straight out of Eco
Yeah, but I want to know why.
because Team
You know,
Eco.
There's
I guess.
some connection.
Up until now they've always kept their everything within the same art style.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, this kid looks drastically different.
Well, I didn't see any other NPCs, so I just figured they were going back to the Eco art style.
But the
Yeah,
the
like,
dog
the companion
bird thing
looks-
looks very
It's like
different.
fake kind of realism sort of thing going on, but then the boy is like nearly cell shaded.
Yeah,
And
he's cell shaded.
it's very striking.
Then
And he has all these
well, the thing
markings on
is,
him.
they
I don't
sort
know
of
what they
did
are.
that in Eco as well. The boy looked different than the girl.
They still fit together.
Yeah, the white girl, like the white
yeah,
girl.
like the,
Uh,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you mean the pale
the
girl.
pale. Yeah. It looks she looks completely different than the kid.
But they still like fit
The
together.
horned guy.
In the in the overarching art style, they still like fit together. You could like say they were from the
Fair
same
enough.
game.
Fair
It's
enough.
not.
Again,
Yeah.
I was just hyped. I didn't see much of the trailer. Mostly because of this fucker right here.
It does look nice. I'm excited.
Well, anyway.
October
Dude, you
25th.
hyped too much during Sony. You hyped too much during Sony, which is why I'm fucking you calling you out when we get to fucking Nintendo. You hyped like a
everything-
motherfucker, and then you were the exact
Because I was
opposite
burned out by
with
it.
Nintendo.
I was burned out with Nintendo. Like I used up all my hype on Sony.
We'll
you
get there.
fucking
We'll get
hypocrite.
there.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Moving
next
back
game.
up because someone jumped the gun.
Legend of Zelda. I mean Horizon Zero Dawn.
You
guys, we're
motherfucker.
skipping like quite a few
I
games.
saw what you did there.
I'm just saying.
Okay, let's talk about Horizon. Better than last year.
It looks really nice. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to get my hands on that.
I
can't wait to play Legend of Zelda.
I can't wait to play Horizon.
That was the joke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I mean, I really like the sort of scavenger feel you get from it.
But anyway,
Yeah.
aside from the field, that's all we
Yeah.
got to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really didn't get to
I mean, we
see
got to see
much.
Yeah.
combat. and
Next
stuff,
game, Detroit
so.
becomes human.
Did you just say Detroit becomes
Human.
stupid?
Human.
Become human.
I think he said stupid.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Detroit becomes stupid.
Well, it's David Cage. It's already stupid.
Just because it's David Cage,
It's
I'm looking.
It's a make it
same
your own
here.
story
it's gonna
type
be
of
stupid,
game.
But I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it just because it's a make it your own story
Yeah, man, to me it
direction.
does look
No,
interesting.
no, don't buy it because of that. Because that's bullshit. Buy it because it's gonna be ludicrous.
Well, yeah,
Because it's David Cage. It's either going to be hilarious to rip apart like Heavy Rain,
Or unfortunately,
or
pretty boring. Like Beyond Two
like
Souls.
Beyond Two Souls.
I want to
Yeah.
see what ridiculous ways this game can go.
Well, I mean, it seems like there are a lot of different ways it can go. Like, they just show that one scene over and over again with, like, how many different ways?
You know, what it has like, what 50? I think I counted like 50.
Yeah,
variations?
so, like, everything you do...
Yeah.
Here's what I'm hoping. Here is what I'm hoping. Immediately what this reminded me of, branching pathways. It reminded me of the web of the stages of Shadow the fucking Hedgehog.
Oh.
365 different variations of cutscenes.
55.
Whatever.
So have fun
Actually,
filling
no,
that
65
cutscene
if you
library.
count 65 if you count the last story. At the end of each.
Hey,
At the end of each.
Easy. Have fun filling that cutscene library.
Oh fuck that! That's on Sly, not me.
Anyways.
So looks like that, but I don't have a problem with it if they do it right.
Yeah.
The problem with Shadow is, regardless of the cutscene, it's so discombobulated, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
But
But anyway,
and it makes no sense whatsoever.
we'll save that
But
for the
thing
actual
about it-
commentary.
Right now.
But the thing about Detroit Become Human is it looks like it might be able to do it right.
Maybe.
As well as the second thing it reminded me of was, what was it that it reminded me
Heavy
of?
Rain?
It reminded me of Shadow the fucking Hedgehog and what else?
Heavy Rain?
Well, yeah, Heavy
No.
Rain came to my mind.
Is it a newer game?
Well, you can't obviously remember.
I remember.
Alright.
But, if I can see it going the right way, because here's the thing. Heavy Rain, choices did matter. Choices did make a difference. Or have an impact. People could die, or people could be
It
saved.
reminds you of Until
Cut
Dawn.
your own finger off
Is
in
that what
different
you're
ways.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Let's cut our finger off with a saw.
Sorry, I just
Saw?
sneezed.
Those
Or
clippers?
clippers. You had that was one of the
You
choices.
had a variety of ways
Saw
to
or
cut off
with
your finger.
clippers.
Or you could just break it off.
okay. Let's. Ooh.
Okay.
Let's
We'll
not.
get
Let's
to
not
that
talk about
comment.
Well, anyway. Next game. Resident Evil 7.
That was a fucking bombshell.
Yeah, like, I think that was another thing I just overhyped for.
Like, the first thing I was, oh no, let's do this in order. So, right after, it was hilarious, right, we were bitching about David Cage, and right after, Sony's guy came up and started talking about talents in the industry, and, this is a business where people can make a name for themselves. And now I like to introduce one of the greatest talents in the industry. And he didn't even say a fucking name. He just walked away, curtains went up, music played, we see a silhouette.
Homo Ludens was there!
One of my favorite things, he was walking ahead of the goddamn lights. I fucking love that. But yeah, it's fucking, so we see a silhouette, and then as he walks closer, ahead of the goddamn stage lights, which was fucking fantastic, Hideo Kojima descended from the heavens
With Death Stranding.
and proudly proclaimed,
I got something weird as shit to show
"I'm back, bitches! Fuck Konami!"
you! Yay, yay, overused meme that Darkside Phil uses, so, debatable if it's, valid.
Huh?
Yay, a meme that's used by everybody, and Darkside Phil also uses, so debatable if it's valid.
Well, he did say I'm back.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking
He
Yeah.
did actually
Yeah.
say I'm back.
Well,
I'm talking about Fuckonami.
Like, he was... Kojima descended from the heavens and proclaimed unto thee,
I'm back!
fuck Konami. Oh, but it was hilarious. Like, he just comes on the stage, smiles, the first thing he says, I'm back.
And you know what? I'm gonna compare
The
this.
only thing
Hang
that
on,
would make
wait.
better. The only thing that would make better is if he would have said, "Fuck Konami."
Yeah. Well,
but that would have been fantastic.
So anyway,
no, because here's
Kojima's
the thing.
game.
Because then you know what? It would have just been to me. It would have like even though it's just like, hey, look, taking a stab at the big company. Yeah, everybody's doing it. So hipster role, it's not cool anymore.
No, I disagree. Especially since it's fucking Kojima.
Yeah, but he's also trying to be professional on the stage. Afterwards, then it's fine.
Dude, the fact that he said I'm back threw professionalism out the window. It's like because it was like he knew what everyone was.
Can we just
banking
go?
on,
All right,
so
let's
it
move.
was-
Let's move.
So yeah, Death Stranding.
What the? Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Manfred Norman Reedus with his Norman fetus.
Fuck you. So here's
Oh, you
the
can't
thing.
blame me for that
Here's
one.
the thing. The thing is, it's not even a game yet. Basically, all this was just saying, this is Hideo Kojima, coming to you live from Kojima Productions, telling you we're working on something, and fuck Konami.
Oh, hey, Eric, can you make a counter of?
That's all that was
hey,
there.
Eric.
Literally, that's all that was.
Hey,
for.
Eric, can you make
They
a counter
announced
of
the
the
game that they were
Fuckonami?
going
Because it's like the more you say it, the less meaningful it gets. Honestly, I get it.
Huh?
I get it. They deserve every amount of spite and malice they get.
Hashtag fuck Konami.
But
At this point, you gotta kind of move on.
You know
and,
that's
like,
never
say,
gonna lose its sting
screw
because
Konami, and this is why because
you know
we have all
that's
this.
never gonna lose its sting considering Konami's doing more and more stupid shit. Like the fact that they announced a Big Boss Pachinko.
what? How does that affect Americans? It doesn't.
Yes, it does. Because fuck you, we're not getting another Metal Gear game.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, and Kojima didn't want to wanted to stop making them in 2002.
No.
Yo, he
well,
did. He's gone on record saying he wanted to
I know
end
what
it
you're
at
going to say.
2.
He wanted to stop with Sons of Liberty. Yes. But then after critical reception, he was like, fine, I'll make some more. He wanted to stop with 4. That's what it was. But then when Konami made him change his mind, he was like, fuck it, I'll do one last game with 5.
Okay, but anyway, with that aside,
So yeah, fuck Konami. And
hey,
so
okay,
here's
look,
the thing.
I know,
so
I
here's
get it,
what I
but
was
I'm getting
saying
sick of
about Death
because
Stranding.
we could move on.
The thing about Death Stranding is it's not even a game. Literally, it's just an engine. It's engine footage in-game. I'm sorry. It's engine footage, and to basically say we're working on it. Basically, it's an announcement. They haven't even started working on it.
But yeah,
So most likely, it's not going
I
to come
like
until
what I'm
2020.
I
seeing.
did like the
but
music in the
still.
trailer. I did like I'll Keep Coming. That was nice.
Oh, it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
okay.
So
I like
and
what I'm
then
seeing,
right after
and I'm
that, and
intrigued.
then right after that, we see some guy in a cabin, so right off the heels of Kojima's announcement, suddenly
All right,
we're
hang on, I
in
just wanna make
silent.
something
Suddenly we're in a goddamn cabin. So everybody had on their minds, wait, is Kojima working on this and a new Silent Hills game? Oh, I'm sorry, Quiet
Well, they can't.
Inclines?
DC, hang on a moment.
And
But
then-
hang on, I
and
just
then
want to bring
they
back.
dropped
Wait, dude. I want to bring back to the Skype call we had. I was like tense the entire time because it was just like, I don't know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen next. Like, what's going on? What's going on?
And then after a while of silence, it's revealed Resident Evil 7.
And this
Aw.
motherfucker almost blew my goddamn ears out.
I can't help it. I get very excited about that sort of stuff.
And yet you became a fucking hypocrite the next day.
Yeah, but anyway,
I'm not that much of a Zelda
hang on,
guy.
hold it for Nintendo.
I'm not.
Just hold it.
Yeah, I'm not the one who keeps bringing it up early.
Fair enough, but still. Anyways, moving on. Resident Evil 7. Fucking bombshell. Which they all basically used to introduce the whole segment of
VR.
PlayStation VR. And that's what... Okay, so we'll get back to Resident Evil 7, but... Holy shit, the biggest fuck you from EA. We see X-Wings. We're inside an X-Wing
I was so excited at first.
Everybody
I was
thought
pumped.
X-Wing missions in Battlefront. Nope. Lol. It's Battlefront.
VR.
VR missions. VR missions. Not a Rogue Squadron game like I originally thought it was going to be. Not an expansion. VR missions.
So basically, you have to pay $400 and change for just a few missions in a game that's just ugh.
Yeah. And then another VR game, Batman Arkham VR.
I don't know.
have no idea of what's going on.
I don't know what to
what's
say.
going on,
Right,
so
I don't know what to think of it at this point because I don't know if they're going to introduce basically bring in the old games into VR, or if it's going to be a
would be
new
disappointing, honestly. I want a new game if they're going to do
Here's the
VR
thing.
stuff.
Here's
to
the
be
thing.
honest.
I at least would prefer the original games in VR than the goddamn Return to Arkham pack. That looks fucking terrible.
And then this next
that trailer looked ugly.
and then this next item on the VR, it's a character gimmick.
Oh,
Final Fantasy
that
VR
was
experience.
So stupid.
Oh my god!
I may be hyped for
We
that
get to
game.
play
It
as
was so
Malthus.
stupid, but it was enjoyable.
Oh, jeez.
We get to play as Prompto and ogle Cindy's tits.
Yeah.
Have
And
fun,
yes,
perverts.
no, that is not Sid. That is Sid's granddaughter, Cindy.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I loved how Prompto looked with that because
I love
he's an
that
idiot.
shot.
He looks like an idiot.
He's an
It
idiot,
fits.
and he rightfully so.
I
He
love
looks
that
like
shot
one.
where he just turns the camera and gives it a
Yeah.
thumbs up.
I love that. I love
And
that.
I think that's it for the
there
VR
was a
stuff.
Farpoint. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Farpoint.
Farpoint.
First
I'd
person
like to know
shooter.
more about what it is.
Literal first person shooter. About
on Mars.
Yeah, on Mars. And
Moss.
that's all.
I have no idea what's going on.
No one does.
Yeah. So that's it for VR.
How about the best trailer ever that everyone immediately started hating as soon as they show a single word?
Yep. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which proved the point that even if you there's only one thing worse than people who will unabashedly, love Call of Duty. It's the people
Because
who unabashedly
Jesus Christ,
hate it.
that trailer
Because
looked
they
fucking
don't
amazing.
hate-
Everybody thought it looked goddamn amazing. But as soon as the words Call of Duty showed up, it was the worst trailer in the conference.
Well, yeah, because it's like
Because here's the thing: it shows that these people care more about the name than if the game is good. They will hate something just.
And
based
that's
around
why
the
I'm going
name.
to turn around and say, fuck you, I'm getting this game. Holy shit, it looks amazing.
Oh yeah, same here. It looks amazing. Like I actually kind of like the first trailer too because it's Space Oddity.
Call of Duty Halo.
I mean,
No,
We
it looks
get
better than Halo.
we get to fucking
You get to kill
shoot
people with
in
space.
Space battles. This is the
You get to kill people in space.
dude.
You get to rip off their
Dude.
helmets.
We are literally getting the Star Wars Battlefield that we never got from EA.
Get to rip off people's helmets.
I'm sorry,
You get
Star
to
Wars
break them
Battlefield,
open.
Battlefront.
You get to let them go out with the vacuum of space.
That was fucking gruesome. Oh, that was amazing. It was like, yoink, rip, move on. But, that did not look like Call of Duty. That was like, holy shit, that looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been into Call of Duty before, but, like, that trailer would make me pick it up. I mean, I'm not even into, like,
I'll give Call of Duty credit. That is definitely one of the most fresh takes on the gameplay I've seen.
And, dude, I'm getting the Legacy Collection because why the fuck not? I get a free game on top of it.
And then next item of Call of Duty is Modern Warfare Remastered.
Which you can only get if you get the Legacy Edition. Which is $80.
So you're paying $20 for a remastered edition. Which isn't all too bad, actually.
Or basically, you could say you're paying $40 for each of the two games.
Oh yeah, you can look at it like that too.
Yeah, $40.
Well, I'm pretty sure if they wanted to sell, Modern Warfare Remastered as its own thing, Activision
yeah. So most likely, you're paying $50 for the remaster and $30 for Infinite Warfare, which is actually a good fucking deal. So I'm legitimately hyped. Well, not hyped. And then I'm intrigued.
And then what came after actually got me going. Where you know the guy's just announcing something, and then we see a silhouette appear as the guy's shadow, and then I hear the familiar music. I'm like, oh man, Crash is back.
Remastered.
Yep, the original trilogy announced for remaster.
Oh, but did you hear who's doing the remasters?
The Skylanders team, but they have a basis. Yeah, that's also a thing. It was also used to coincide with a Skylanders announcement.
And he looks ugly.
Well, he looks like the concept art, which was ugly.
But I mean,
really the Skylanders team is doing the remasters.
But hey, at least they have a basis, and that's all I really need right now. The Crash Bandicoot trilogy is being remastered for PS4.
But Vicarious are not that good at what they make.
That good.
They have a basis to work with.
Dude, they had a basis with Spyro. No, it doesn't matter because, dude,
don't fuck it up.
Have you seen Spyro's design? Have you seen DK Bowser?
DC, calm down. Calm down.
Well, they're not making for the Crash remasters, it's not like they're working like Skylanders.
Yeah, they are just remasters, so they have to stick to something.
Yeah, they have to stick to the gameplay.
Skylanders was supposed to be Spyro coming back.
Yeah, but it wasn't a remaster.
He's not even the main focus.
Not anymore.
Besides, again, that's all I need. Crash Bandicoot trilogy being remastered in PS4.
Just give them some time. We haven't even seen gameplay from this yet.
Yeah, and we haven't even seen anything yet.
Red flag. That was a first red flag. They showed us nothing. Nothing.
And I should be clear with something. I love the Crash Bandicoot games. But when I saw that Vicarious were doing that stuff, I willingly just said, stop getting excited.
Dude,
they're gonna fuck it up.
This made me happy. Like, Sony, literally, that was one of the happiest days ever. Kojima's back, Resident Evil 7, new God of War, Last Guardian release date, Crash remaster, and then I find out, like a few days later, that it's the Skylanders team making the Crash remasters. You have no idea how hard I fucking cried. Like,
I'll wait. But anyway, to get out of that mood, Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
We already know about that. That's coming out next week.
This week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skip.
Death Stranding. We already talked about that. Spider-Man.
Woohoo!
Oh,
that was another thing that made me happy.
Let us recite our first impressions during the call.
Motherfucking Spider-Man!
Oh, this just looked. I said it. Say it again. It looked amazing. It looked spectacular.
This game will be
it's
ultimate.
Amazing.
This game will be
Would you say
ultimate.
it's
Not quite
The
superior.
spectacular
Not quite.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it'll be the ultimate Spider-Man experience.
This game looks spectacular. It looks amazing. This looks like it might be the
This game could be ultimate.
Spider-Man game. I wouldn't quite say
Hell,
it's
it could even be superior.
I wouldn't quite say it's a superior Spider-Man game. No, because superior
would.
Spider-Man's awful. No.
Oh. I
Shut
thought we
up.
were just taking the
We're
term
just making
literal.
fun.
It's spectacular. It's amazing. It's the ultimate Spider-Man game. I wouldn't say it's a superior one, though. It's Spider-Man on the PS4 by Insomniac Games, the Ratchet and Clank studio. Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Also, just to point
Yeah.
out for everybody, I
I
noticed
love-
the eye
I
part of
love
his
it.
mask is exactly like the way it was in
Yeah, it
Civil
looks-
War.
Yeah, his eyes shrank or dilated. That was
Yeah, his eyes would
that
shrink.
was awesome.
Well, that was the thing that happened in like the animated version.
Nope.
Well, no,
in
not
the
because
animated versions, all it did
in the
was
animated
like, contort
versions,
to provide
the
like,
entire thing narrows.
in the anime versions, all they did was like animate for like expressions and shit. Think
Are you sure? I'm
Deadpool.
pretty sure I saw it like do a lot more in like Spectacular.
Spectacular, no. It was the same thing. Think like how
'Cause,
Deadpool like goes from
Yeah, 'cause
ovals to like slits and stuff like that.
In this case, it's just the black part of the eye narrowing.
Yeah, it
okay.
like it's like the black part. It's contouring, so it's not the shape of the eye that's changing. It's like dilating, which is pretty
Yeah.
interesting. And that's what interested me about like Spider-Man's design in Civil War. But yeah, the only thing I'm not too big a fan of is the white emblem. I think it's something I might get used to, but we'll just have to wait and see.
I like
Yeah.
it. It makes them distinct. Okay.
Fair enough. So
But anyway, that was it.
Last up, which was also one of the first up, Days Gone.
This was the only
yeah.
thing that didn't catch my interest. Like, at least a little bit.
I want to know a little bit more about it. But that's not because I'm interested, but because I want to find something to care about. If that makes any sense.
it looks generic.
It looks pretty generic. But what's weird is that it's just like they have like a great, like lead in there, like Sam Witwer. So it's just like,
Fair enough, but we'll have
so
to see more.
I'm just like, there better be something good about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so best for last.
We moving on?
So
Oh yeah, overall thoughts.
I guess final impressions. Oh, we never did impressions on Microsoft and Ubisoft.
Oof. There you go.
Eh.
Okay, yeah,
Eh.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Sony.
It had more games I was interested in, so I rated it higher than EA.
No,
I'll give it a
F-.
2.5 out of 5. Very down the middle. Sony, 4 out of 5. I rated it
Microsoft
alongside
gets
Bethesda,
a,
4 out of 5.
B.
Sony,
with Sony.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, one of the best organized conferences.
Dude, back to back to back, gameplay after gameplay after gameplay. This is what we want to see
Yeah,
in a
It was
conference.
definitely the best structured.
And
More things I was interested
alright,
into.
let's move on to best for last. The
Yeah,
Legend of
A
Zelda
plus.
conference. Oh, I'm
My
sorry. I mean, Nintendo Direct.
Let's
I mean,
go ahead
Nintendo's
and here,
Treehouse.
we'll save Zelda for last. How about that?
Nintendo Treehouse live stream.
And I'll just drop
Yeah.
out of the call
With
to avoid
Pokemon
being
Sun and
bitched
Moon.
out.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, like 3 more Pokemon were
New Pokemon
introduced. They're our generic ones. Our generic rodent, our generic bird, our generic bug.
Yeah.
I can't really care because I'm not a Pokemon guy.
Get out.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm,
And then-
I
No,
kid,
I
Hold
I
on.
kid, I
opinion,
kid.
okay?
If anything,
Anyway,
Eric
and
would
then
be
what
the
they
one to
showed
say that,
off-
but
And then what they showed off was hometown to the first route.
We have a new IP, Ever Oasis.
I missed that. I missed
Me
that
too.
entirely.
Any of you guys watch that?
I only
saw
watched
some
the
of it.
trailer. That's it.
I saw some of it.
The art looks cute.
Yeah, it does look cute.
The best comparison I've heard was Fantasy Life meets Final Fantasy Explorers.
Yeah, because your goal is to create this huge oasis. I forgot the exact story. It has something to do with going to save your brother, I think. But yeah, the goal of the game is to create this huge oasis. You do that by going out into the world.
Is big. It's not an oasis because an oasis gets its thing from being small.
Well, okay, not big, but like, I guess the best oasis. I guess I should say instead.
A thriving.
Yes, a thriving one. You do that by going out into the world, fighting monsters, gathering materials, and that's all I remember. I didn't see like every session they had on it, but that's what I gathered. And there are characters too. Like there is a nice story apparently.
Also, to go back to Pokemon real quick, because I know somebody that would be watching this video might point it out, the new online battle mode, Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Four-way battling. Four-way battling. It ends when the first person loses all their Pokemon.
Loses all their Pokemon, which is stupid. Just make them spectate.
Yeah. And then winners determined based on how many Pokemon they KO'd.
Right. Which is...
Huh.
Ooh.
Okay, so...
Do you
Am
want
I
to
the
get...
only one who noticed? Am I the only one who noticed the thing that showed that Hao might not be the rival?
I doubt he's a rival. He looks
He
like
was
one of those
using
friendly
Poplio
ones.
when you were using Rowlet.
Yeah, if anything, he's probably a secondary rival like Bianca was in Black and White.
Yeah.
And like May is, or like May was in
Well, no, May was your primary rival. Your secondary rival was Wally.
I've yet to play too.
Yeah. Oh no. Sorry. I'm thinking of
The what game?
I'm thinking Gen 4.
Oh.
If you Dawn would have the Pokemon that is weak against you, that you're strong against, and your best friend would have the one that you're weak against.
Yeah, though I don't think you ever battled her.
So I'm thinking Hao might not be your real rival.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's probably just a secondary one like Bianca was.
Yeah.
I will also say, you're not going to get me interested in a Pokemon game by showing off the first fucking route.
Yeah, hometown to first route. That's every game.
They do probably want to keep a whole bunch of it under wraps, though.
Yeah, they always want to do that. They always want to keep the region under wraps.
Right.
Like show a gym battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least show one gym battle.
Okay.
Do you want to get Go out of the way? Since we're
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon?
I'm not interested.
I have even less interest.
Fuck paying $35 for that wrist thingy.
It's not mandatory though.
I know,
Yeah,
but
I don't-
still,
what's the point of it,
$35 for that?
It's so you don't always have to have your phone up.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you don't know what you're catching.
Yeah, that's a main problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Plus, it's it's expensive for its own good.
I'm interested,
That's,
though.
as far as I can tell, it's just a little thing you put on your wrist that lights up.
Yeah.
And it connects through Bluetooth, so it's going to destroy your battery.
Yeah.
So I can't care.
And then they're starting off with just Gen 1 Pokemon, and then they'll add the rest later. And even then, you're not going to get access to all of them. And the method of evolution is...
Give me Gen 4 Darkrai.
The method of evolution is also sounds terrible. Like, just to evolve Squirtle to Wartortle, you have to catch 25 Squirtles.
That is... That isn't good.
Well,
It's just-
I mean, that seems interesting. Like,
I'd
go
rather
around, catch
battle to evolve. You know? And
Yeah.
make the experience seem real.
Is there battling?
I don't remember.
I don't see why they're...
All I know is that you can catch stuff. I didn't really watch the demo because I'm not interested in Pokemon Go.
I
Me neither,
ended up not
just-
watching it because I kind of want to almost go into it like blind. Although I'm not, I guess I should figure out like, do I need the wish?
Although Jay
wristwatch
Witz,
thingy? No.
was actually a guest during that.
Oh yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, per
Good
Jerry.
for him. Woo.
Yeah.
Well, Pro Jared did a lot of shit. Like he tried out Bloodstained.
Up next,
Mario
Oh, boy.
Party Star Rush.
this
They
is the
I
re-
mean,
the
This is a-
Snake.
this is
We're
a-
not there yet. We're not there yet.
okay, right,
Mario
right,
Party
right.
Star Rush. This is like no Mario
AKA
Party you've ever played before.
AKA
Mario
really
Party
is
Super
Campbell's
Can label.
soup.
Yeah, they reused an image from a SpaghettiOs can.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I saw that. That was good.
Why can't they go back to Mario Party 2 to 4?
Well, I mean, it's a different style, but
No,
I
two-
like it.
Well, more like
Yeah,
just
but
2 to
still.
6.
But still, though, I'm tired of brand new Mario Party. You know, I want to go back
This
to the
isn't brand
old
new.
one.
This isn't with the fucking car.
Well,
Yeah,
one
but
of the
still,
modes doesn't
prefer
have
going
it.
down-
I'm
That's
tired
all.
of their new attempts
Did you notice something? They didn't show. They said, "Oh, this is a different mode." So what's the main mode? We don't know. It's probably the car, and they're not showing it because nobody likes it.
Yeah.
Isn't one of the things they're trying to do though, where everybody's turn is at the same time? I didn't.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what it
watch
is.
but-
Everybody's turn is at the same time. That's what they showed.
That's the Toad Party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have one mode.
So it's kind of like Smash Tour. Like, did
Kinda.
anybody play
Smash
that?
Tour.
Remember that.
Smash Tour is terrible. Smash Run for the win. Smash 3DS
Anyway,
superior
um,
version
I have
because
to admit,
Smash
I do enjoy playing Smash Tour with my brother.
Smash Tour or Smash
You actually
No,
enjoy Smash Tour?
I genuinely like Smash Run, but I do enjoy Smash Tour. Just
Oh my god.
no,
Well,
no,
anyway,
no, 'cause
moving on.
We know it's unfair. We know it's crap, but we always like
What the
get
hell
really
happened?
into it.
What is the point? I've played it like for a full. I played it for like fucking 50 times in a row, and I still don't know what the fuck is going on.
Well, anyway, moving on. Yokai Watch 2.
Bony spirits
Moving
and
on.
fleshy souls.
I don't have a 3DS. I've never touched the Yokai Watch games. I'm not gonna bash them because
Me neither.
they look-
Never touched the game.
There's
But I'll
there,
give them
all
a-
I know,
I will
all
give
I
them a
know
very
about
fair
Yokai
chance.
Watch is they're doing a crossover with Final Fantasy 14.
Okay, well, if there's not much to say there. Monster Hunter Generations.
Don't
Next,
care about Monster Hunter.
I've only played Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
I played
that's
a
it.
demo.
Next.
I did enjoy the demo. though.
I played Final Fantasy Explorers.
Okay, next, Dragon Quest 7. Fragments of the Forgotten.
I didn't see that,
Next,
but
Never played Dragon Quest.
I've only played
Uh,
Dragon Quest 9.
we're getting a remake. Woo! Next,
Okay, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Hashtag
can't
FD.
care.
Sharp.
I'm looking forward to it, but it's coming soon. Next,
Okay,
I'm
Box
looking
Box
forward to
Boy.
it, too. Oh yeah, I forgot
Demon
they
I don't
said
remember
this.
that.
They had a segment on that. Why? I mean, I own Box Boy, and it's really fun. It's a nice little puzzle game. But for the sequel, they did not need a treehouse segment on it.
Okay, well, moving on
Next.
then. Rhythm Heaven Megamix.
Never played a
Next.
Rhythm Heaven game.
Never
Okay,
played Rhythm
okay. Well, okay, we're finally getting to
the
more
best game of
contra-
E3.
Okay, hold on. Before we start, let's get the amiibo
No,
out of the way. We
we're
have
getting
getting-
worse
we're
game.
finally getting to-
Hush, hush,
Shut up!
hush.
Hold
No,
on, wait,
before
wait.
we start Zelda, let's get the amiibo out of the way because Losh will never.
Wait,
talk
we're
about
not
it.
done. We're not done with other games yet. There's
Okay, then.
still one more that just about everybody's pissed off about.
Oh, you mean Sticker Star 2?
Yes.
Oh
Paper
yeah, I
Mario Color
completely
Splash.
forgot. It's on my list, and I completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
Oh jeez.
yeah. It looks like it's gonna have story. It looks like it's gonna
I-
have story.
Oh,
But-
bullshit.
Oh my god. You had it on your list and you forgot about it. Jesus Christ, that does
Yeah.
not bode well.
It looks like it's gonna have story, but what
It looks
pisses
like we're not gonna
But
care.
the gameplay is gonna be the only thing that could possibly hinder my experience. Because I hate Sticker Star. Fucking hate it. Never finished it.
Sticker Star had an interesting gameplay that interested me. It was just executed poorly.
Yeah.
The idea
And then-
behind it
and then
was-
let
Star
me-
is
and let me
not
bring
like
up-
Hold on,
Sticker
real quick,
Star.
real quick. The idea behind Sticker Star was adding an element of item management and
Yeah.
strategy.
But then they forced it upon your
some
throat.
abilities worked, some abilities didn't. So you have a wider range of abilities, but you have limited use of them. So
Yeah,
it deals
not to
with
mention
item
the fact that-
management and resource management as well as strategy.
I just didn't like
However-
the fact that you needed a sticker for the most basic of moves.
That.
Yeah.
And
That, and there's no partners, you know?
no partners. Fair
I mean,
enough.
there's the slot thing where you can have Mario do more than one move, but even then, that's not enough. I want a partner to be able to
Yeah,
do
and that's
different
where
kinds of
coins
attacks.
came in. That's where coins came in. Everyone said coins were useless. That's why I used coins.
Yeah. And then battles have no point to them either.
For coins, which I use for the slots. Only problem is the story was boring as shit, so I put it
There
down.
was no story in Sticker Star!
Exactly. So
Fuck you,
the thing
Miyamoto.
is, if you can show me a refined formula, show me that
Because
show me that you can make your idea behind it work. Fine, I'll give it another chance. Show
Color
me
Splash looks like it's going to
that you
have
learned your
story.
lesson and you're putting a story in an RPG.
Yeah, because Color Splash
Show
definitely
me-
looks like it's going to have story.
Show me that there's going to be a purpose.
Show us that
To-
you care.
Show me
They
that
don't.
there's
They
going
don't
to be a
care. They don't
purpose
care.
to
May I bring
battles.
up what they said
Show me
in the
that there's
interview?
going to be a purpose for actually playing the game.
They don't care. May I bring up their interview with Derek,
Oh yeah.
Huh?
where they said, why haven't they been including actual
I
RPG
fucking
elements?
called it! I told you guys since last month.
And it's because that's what Mario and Luigi is for. It's like, no, that's bullshit.
I fucking
Look at the
called
first
it.
two
I
games.
fucking called it. I've been calling it since day one. The whole reason they had to deviate from the formula is because of Mario and Luigi series.
Yeah, but they were never exactly the same.
Yeah,
I
they
know.
did play a lot differently.
I
So
know, I
don't
know.
see- I don't.
They had very
Ted
much
from
different
Brain
strategies
Scratch
to go
put it
about
best. Ted from Brain Scratch put it best. Mario and Luigi is focuses on action commands. That's the main point. Paper Mario focuses on strategy, which goes into how they're doing it with Sticker Star and Color Splash, where there is that layer of strategy. It's just Sticker Star fucked it up.
Yeah, but the first two games had plenty of strategy to begin with.
Fair enough, but I can see them wanting to go more focused on
Especially
strategy.
with, the badges.
Yes,
The badges is
granted.
where most of your strategy comes from.
The thing is, I think they wanted to go go a further direction, further to help differentiate them.
And then no level up system, which means battles are going to be almost near pointless, aside from coins.
Oh, it's confirmed. Color Splash doesn't have a.
Yeah, they don't have a level up system.
All I can go for that. Have the battles give you more money, and have the money actually be useful. Have the money be useful.
I mean, visually,
Have them, or at
visually,
least have them drop stuff that you wouldn't be able to find in shops.
drop
or
more rare
around the world.
cards.
Have
Drop
them
more rare
drop
cards.
the unique abilities. Have them drop.
Have them
unique
drop rare cards.
That would be good.
So now that we're done with that, I need
The best
to get
game of
something to
E3!
eat,
Hold on.
So I'm just gonna go.
Wait, we have
Legend
stuff
of
after
Zelda:
this.
Breath of the Wild.
The best game of E3.
Very much
Legend
open
of
world,
Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Oh my god.
and they really laid it on after so much delay of nothing.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
after all the
definitely.
delay, it was, and after what they showed, after all this time,
Although, granted,
it
not much
was
for
worth
story other-
dedicating a whole day to it.
Yeah,
It
there
was
wasn't much for
worth-
story though, aside from this
Well,
takes place in the
spoilers.
future of Hyrule.
Well, spoilers, but holy shit, that first trailer, Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna say this right now, I know for a fact I'm gonna get it on both versions. Wii
I'm
U
just gonna
and
get the
NX.
NX.
I'm getting it for both Wii U and NX, but Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking hyped.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it on NX because it'll be a great start to that system.
Did Snake seriously just leave?
Yeah, he left the call and said that he doesn't want to be bitched out by you. But anyway, let's talk about the gameplay for a second.
Hold on.
Welcome back.
Dude,
Yeah,
stay.
Let's talk about the gameplay.
I'm not gonna bitch you out.
Okay, shut up. Let's talk about the game.
Just because we had that argument before, like, earlier about that one game, which I'm not going to bring up. Like, dude, I'm not going to bitch you out.
Okay, anyway, shut up. Let's talk about the game already.
The game looks fucking amazing. Like, holy shit, they're
Oh, yeah.
putting in a physics engine.
Yeah, then the visual style they went with definitely works for both systems.
Yes, I agree. They're going a combination. They're actually, it looks like, in terms of art style, Skyward Sword was a blend of like half Wind Waker's, half Twilight Princess. This new art style looks like it's Skyward Sword, but leaning a bit more further into Twilight Princess.
And then you get a variety of weapons to use, even if they're not actually weapons.
Oh yeah, I did like
such
that.
as stall children.
You get to beat up stall children with their fucking heads and
with
arms.
their own skulls, with their arms. And you get a free back scratcher.
Damn.
And then the thermometer feature. You're gonna be in different environments.
In different environments. So holy shit! Like the clothing that you pick up actually makes a fucking difference.
Well, I mean, Ocarina of Time started that with the tunics thing, but now they're going more in depth with that.
Well, the tunics really started. I guess you could. Well, no. More. I guess kind of.
Yeah, that one was more for like affecting with environments, like the red tunic protected you in what was the volcano again?
Death Mountain.
Yeah, Death Mountain.
Yeah.
When you were especially going into the fire temple.
Yeah. And the thing is with
But with this one, it's very much in depth.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of things.
I wonder
to
what clothing Link's gonna sport in hot environments. Probably
Maybe
sport
nothing.
no clothes. Sport no clothes. Oh, and then that game is gonna be designed to which you can go to the final boss right away.
I'm not sure if I like that, honestly.
Speedruns are gonna love it.
Because, oh yeah, definitely. Because here's the thing.
Wait, is your Audacity on?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, sorry. Eric, you're gonna have to do some finagling.
Have fun.
Here's the thing. As long as it fits with the story, it would be fine. Because the thing is, granted, you could enter they said you could fight the final boss. They didn't say you could beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though if you could,
oh yeah,
then
like
that's
Chrono
gonna.
Trigger, right?
If you
Yep.
could, if you could,
Well,
then
here's something I learned though. If
Like what?
Then,
actually, I want to say something though. If I've learned anything from Dark Souls players, it's that in a game, like if it's at all possible, they will go do everything with the lowest stats possible, with the as least equipped as possible.
Yep.
You can try. That doesn't mean you'll succeed.
Well, is there a dodge roll in Breath of the Wild? I can't remember.
I
Kind
don't
of.
remember.
It's more
Did they
more
demonstrate
back-
something like that?
It looks more like they're maintaining like the.
If there's a
combat.
dodge mechanic that gives you invincibility frames, there's somebody who's going to find it possible.
I mean, granted, it could be possible, but
Shirtless Link, 3 hearts,
Yeah.
stick only run.
and the stick
I
breaks in
have-
2 hits.
I have
Remember,
one thing to say.
You remember everything has durability except the Master Sword, and most likely the Hylian Shield. But yeah, everything's got fucking durability. That which is actually very fucking interesting. So it's like Dark Souls meets Skyrim. Oh, and they confirmed the world is going to be 10 times bigger than Skyrim.
Yep.
Holy
They
fuck.
there better be plenty to explore.
Yeah, there
Oh,
better
no
be
doubt.
plenty of
Dude,
side quest only
Dude,
dungeons.
the demo alone showed that there's going to be enough.
Which, by the way, somebody leaked.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? Okay, first I'm gonna get my bitching out of the way, and okay.
We're not.
Why the
here
fuck
to
would you
rag
do
on
that?
people.
Now Nintendo's no longer gonna give us any other nice things. However, please can I have that? Please can I have that? I want to play Breath of the Wild already.
A 16
What if it's the
gigabyte
NX version?
demo.
It's not going to be. It's the
I
Wii U
know.
version because, yeah.
I'm curious as to how it will work on the NX. I mean, I know it's gonna be
Or
similar.
better yet, what if it's a European version? So
No.
you can't play it on your
And
Wii
then
U.
amiibo functionality. You can summon a wolf companion with the Wolf Link amiibo.
Wolf Link amiibo! Yeah, yes, yes, yes! So adorable!
The AI
Okay,
seemed a
okay.
bit
In
the
the
AI
same
seemed a
way
bit
that
off
you asked
though
me
in the
to
demo.
Bring down my hype. Bring down yours a little bit.
Oh, I didn't ask you to bring down your hype. I just called you out on the fact that you...
And the wolf's companion
mind.
Yeah,
AI
okay.
did seem a bit off in the demo.
What about it? Did you say the style?
No, it seemed a bit off the AI, you know,
Oh,
the programming of the
well,
wolf companion.
I mean, well, again, it was the demo, so... most
Yeah,
likely
it's a
they're
demo,
working on
so
it.
I'll give them time to see if it gets any better.
Do we know what the other Breath of the Wild amiibo do yet?
We don't know what they
Nope.
do.
They just announced them that hey,
Yeah,
look, we're making
there's
more amiibos.
Guardian, it's the Guardian mech,
Mhm.
Link on horseback, and Archer Link.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
can raid campsites.
Yeah. So yeah, there looks like there's gonna be a shit ton of things to do. There's
Bill
campsites.
spent time
There's
trying to make
going
an
be
explosion.
shrines, which give you upgrades for your Sheikah tablet, and there's going to be actual dungeons.
Yep.
Shrines are like the mini puzzles. Like think of those as like the little mini air puzzles in like a Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds.
And then let's
that
talk
have,
about
like,
the
small
Magneto
little
gimmick.
puzzles.
Yeah, it seems like it's there to introduce you to whatever you're trying to get at the end of the
Yeah.
thing.
Basically.
And then how about that Magneto gimmick?
And then, yeah, the Magnesis.
I am Link, Master of Magnet.
Yeah. And then
Ganondorf, welcome to die.
So yeah, there's shrines, and then there's dungeons.
Yeah.
And, I brought this up, the Sheikah tablet. It's rumored that they're going to put more, that this game is going to go into learning more about the Sheikah.
Yep.
Which I legitimately do, because we don't know much about them except that they were there before the Hyruleans kicked them out, and then they became the Royal Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Impa and Sheik. But the thing is, I want to learn more about them because...
Well, Sheik is debatable about if...
you know what I
is-
mean, you know what I mean. But yeah, like
Yeah.
Impa,
You get what I mean, though.
like the Sheikah, we don't know much about them except that they were like the ancient civilization. Oh, motherfucker. I just thought of something.
Hmm.
What if we're not playing in the future? What if this is before everything?
Again,
Well, how would it be before everything?
I
Sheikah.
don't think they.
Remember?
Well, remember.
Okay.
Skyward Sword
this
was
could
the
either
one
be.
that was before
This could
everything.
either be in the future, and we have like
'Cause-
mechs and everything, and it's all desolate.
Because when you mean by
Or-
before, do you mean before Skyward Sword?
Most either before Skyward Sword or at
Because
least.
it can't be before Skyward Sword. They said Ganondorf ruined the land.
Fair enough. What I'm thinking is before they came to Hyrule. They were still in Skyloft in Skyward Sword. I'm thinking before they came to Hyrule, basically right after the Sheikahs went out.
So, the first Hylians.
Essentially, like think about it. The ancient civilization always has the best technology. That is, if Chrono Triggers has taught me anything.
No,
So-
just tropes in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
And then,
Ancient civilization.
and then how
And
about
we
the
see
fact this
all
game has some
defunct
voice
ancient
acting?
ruins. Like, all these are defunct because the Sheikah got more invaded. And you know what? That would actually putting emphasis and delving into the Sheikah a lot more. It would make it a lot more sense, wouldn't you say?
And then how about the fact that this game is going to have some voice acting?
Some. We don't know how much.
Yeah, we don't know how much.
It looks like the major NPCs. So like your guide basically from the heavens, and basically like the major characters most likely.
Yeah.
I can get behind
Wake
that.
up, Link! Wake up!
Okay.
Before we end this, though...
Oh, you're gonna open that can of worms?
We've already opened up the Paper Mario can of worms. We've got nothing to lose.
Oh, yes, that's
here.
right.
Actually, we have everything to lose, but I don't care.
We have no female character confirmed.
And I think it's just basically accepting that we never will have a female playable character.
Okay, the only way I could see it is if Onma gets his head up his ass and realizes that they still have Linkle.
Yeah.
Well, I think that they've said Linkle will never be in a mainline zone.
They never said that.
But anyway,
They
to
only
bring up
said that she's debuting in Hyrule Warriors, which is not canon.
to bring up yet another one of their stupid interview answers.
They have said that they are interested in doing more with her. So, here's what I'm thinking.
They're gonna put her in more spin-offs that are not canon.
At least to continue gauging interest. See if more people like her, and then they'll put her in a mainline game.
Yeah. But anyway, to go into another stupid interview
right
answer.
now with the direction Breath of the Wild is going, I'm looking forward to seeing more games like this.
Another interview answer. If Zelda were playable,
Zelda's the one,
what
what's
would Link
gonna
do?
Okay, and that's where I say, get your head out of your ass. We're fine with not playing as Zelda. Just give us a female Link.
No, I'm fine if your answer is good enough, or if you just say, we're not doing that right now.
No, what I'm saying is, that answer, granted,
Let
that
me
answer
remind-
is asinine, but the thing is, they weren't even considering making Link female. All they were considering was a playable Zelda. Why not just make Link a female?
Because
Let me remind-
if that were the case, it would upset the balance.
Let me
of the
remind
Triforce.
everybody that we have Hyrule Warriors.
That's right,
guys,
that fucking answer.
let Eric speak for a moment.
Let me remind you of Hyrule Warriors. Zelda was the main character in that war, and yet they still
Really?
needed Link on their side.
No, you mostly played as Link.
Yeah, you mostly
Zelda
play as Link.
disappeared for a good majority of Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, but she was still the one leading the war.
Yeah, but she wasn't playable at all.
Yeah, but she
until
was
the
still
very end.
a main character in there. You know, she was in the
Main-
battle.
Main character, but that again, like Hyrule Warriors isn't a good
She
example.
was a participator in the battle.
Yes, but not in main character status.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We've never had a Zelda that was fully.
Yeah, but still, she
Participating.
was participant in that war,
In
Yeah,
the
but she's
battle,
and they
not
still
the
needed
war.
they still needed Link on their side.
In the
Because,
battle,
well,
but not the war. But
you know,
here's my
despite
thing.
the fact that
Here's
the
my
Zelda
thing.
series is based around the princess, it always has to be around Link, who is boring.
And also, let me
bland,
go
and
into Princess
never-
Peach.
No, hey, fuck
Well, that's
you.
because he's
Fuck
supposed
you.
to be
Majora's
what
Mask,
you project
Wind Waker,
onto him.
Twilight Princess.
Let me go
And
into
all the other characters were more interesting than Link.
let me go into Princess
Twilight
Peach.
Princess and Majora's Mask? No. Okay, sorry. Majora's Mask had connections and you could get attached to all of them. Granted, yes. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess get fucked.
Let me also go into Princess Peach's playable roles: Super Mario RPG, Super Paper Mario, Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, Super Mario 3D World.
Super
She was
Princess
playable
Peach.
and we're not.
That's
We're
a game
that. Exclude that. Exclude that.
Why? Super Princess
Because
Peach
that's
is
not
good.
a mainline Mario game.
We're
It's
not
still a
going
game.
with. We're not
It's a
going with
spin-off.
PMS powers.
But those
Oh,
are.
alright.
But that was a good game.
Shh.
Good game, but it's also pretty. Nah, we're not gonna get into that can of worms. Cause
So
that's a
anyway,
very different
those
one.
4 playable roles of Princess Peach. Nobody ever questioned Mario's usefulness.
So
in a
all
Mario
I
RPG.
want is Onuma to get his head out of his ass, and I want him to realize.
No, you know what really has to happen?
The thing is, we're fine if we can't play as Zelda.
We just want a good enough excuse.
Just give us. For one, yeah, the reasoning was stupid. But here's the thing: we don't give a shit if we can't play as Zelda. Just give us Linkle instead. You already introduced Linkle in Hyrule Warriors Legends, so why not let us play as her?
Well, anyway, I think that's just about all.
It's literally a more or less a similar model, considering the new design Link has. So, literally, all there is to just give her her green riding hood, and give her a pair of tits.
Well, I think it's actually a good. It's actually a good thing that in Breath of the Wild they don't put her in because people will probably play her without clothes.
Yeah.
She'd have like
a bra. Like, I'm thinking, Naya.
What?
You in Final Fantasy 14, you've seen like how they do the small clothes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that game is also
that.
rated teen. I mean, you just gotta keep in mind, like, I'm pretty sure the shooting for
because it has
E10.
There's been rated. Wait. There's been rated teen Zelda games.
Well, yeah. And like
Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess.
That's fine.
Twilight Princess and Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, that's right.
Skyward Sword was E10+.
Yeah, it was E10.
And
But
that's
yeah,
fine.
come on.
We don't know exactly what kind of rating they're going for with this new game.
Just put a cloth over her tits and you're fine.
But anyway, I think that's just about all we can go into for this.
Perfect, though. Like, just add a separate model for Link, and just refer to, and just say you, her, or actually, yeah, like, back with, going back to Final Fantasy 14, all the voice dialogue refers to Link as you, or our friend, or our mutual, accomplice.
Yeah, it's just gender neutral.
Yeah, gender neutral stuff, and then in the non-dialogue stuff, then they add like it's like ad-libbing, putting in the text like my sister, my brother.
Yeah, but I think that's because there's still
a strong woman,
a
strong woman, a strong man, stuff like that.
Okay, well, anyway, I think we're done with the gender stuff.
Yeah, Onima's reasoning is bullshit. But
actually, Nintendo's in general has always had bullshit reasoning. Like,
no. This is Onima. This is very clearly Onima. Because even Miyamoto was kind of.
He's not the first one to pull this though.
No. Here's the thing. Miyamoto was kind of pissed about it too.
Really?
Yeah, someone had an interview with Miyamoto, and he was like he disagrees with Onima's reasoning.
Huh.
Look at that. Miyamoto is actually smart about something.
I'm remembering that clearly, but I remembered reading an art something like that. I think yesterday. Actually, let me see if I can find that.
Well, while you're doing that, there was one last conference that only Naya knows about.
Yeah, well, I wanna finish up this whole thing on Nintendo first before we dive into that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're just about done.
Hold on. I actually want to see this. Hold on.
I mean, like, I guess I can explain my stance on the whole thing. I personally do not care if Link is a boy or if Link is a girl or if I play as Linkle instead. I just kind of want to play the game. I mean, Link has never really had a personality save for a few instances. And
where he shows just small emotions,
right.
which aren't...
Again, Twilight Princess.
Right.
It's not a person.
Okay.
A little bit of emotion is not personality.
Yeah. And so...
personality is three-dimensional.
Again, you want personality? Twilight Princess.
Okay.
Didn't get that.
But as I was saying, like, again, Link has never had...
Or Wind Waker. He actually has some pretty good amount there.
Right.
Let Naya
talk.
But yeah, like I was saying, Link has never had, like, a huge impact on the story. Like, yes, he's central to it. Yes, he's the reason why, the bad guys don't win. But I mean...
He's the one who gets shit done.
Yeah, but it's not like, say, like, any other sort of game where the main character has a personality and their actions can contribute to, like, the overarching plot. Like, say, I'm trying to think of an example, but essentially like any time where the protagonist screws up, like based on their own personal feelings. Link never has that sort of thing. So, you know, Link's background never really mattered to me, I guess. So I don't like see the whole debacle over like why he should be a girl versus a boy.
It's because we just want options and we're not getting them.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's option or not. I do think their reasoning is stupid. I will agree with you guys on that. But I've always had this in the back of my mind though. Like Link is the hero of what is he? The hero of time? Like time is Ocarina, but he's always the hero of something. And then Zelda's
hero of legend, basically.
Thank you,
to sum
hero
him
of
up.
legend. And then he always gets reincarnated. You know, every so many games. Zelda is the princess.
So that's
of
because
wisdom.
because the evil always gets reincarnated too.
Yes, and then you know, Ganon always gets reincarnated in some form or another. I always had this in the back of my mind. How come Link isn't ever reincarnated as a girl, but then Zelda isn't reincarnated as a boy, and Ganon isn't reincarnated as a girl? How come like all the genders are never flipped?
Because reasons.
I mean,
No, I think it has to do with I think Skyward Sword actually covered this. Well, Ganon is the incarnation of evil. You can't have an evil chick.
Well, Ganondorf is specifically the reincarnation of evil.
Yeah. Zelda.
But the very original incarnation of evil was Demise from Skyward Sword.
Let's not get started on that. I have so much shit to say about that.
Okay,
About
let's
what?
not open another can of worms then.
Yeah, I have a lot to complain about with Skyward Sword and how.
Well,
it
wait for
does-
that when we get to Skyward Sword.
But yeah, that was just in the back of my mind since these guys always get reincarnated in some form or another, how come they never reincarnated in the opposite gender? But oh well. It's like a 50-50 shot, but I always land heads instead of tails, but oh well.
Hold on.
In DC, you found what you were looking for?
Yeah.
I don't remember what he's looking for.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Miyamoto's response to Onimus talking about female Link.
Well, I don't think we're gonna wait that long in silence.
Yeah, like we need something to fill the space.
Yeah, go ahead and keep talking about Zelda. Pretty sure we can.
I think we've run that to the ground.
Yeah,
Square
we
Enix-
run that.
Well, Nintendo
It's
announced,
time.
not at E3, but they announced more Super Mario Amiibo, so we got a Waluigi Amiibo, heck yes.
Wah.
Wow, Luigi.
Yes.
There's
finally.
there's that picture I showed you guys of the Archer
Oh, yeah,
Link
yeah, yeah.
amiibo, right for like his arrow aiming right behind Waluigi, and I like, oh yeah, Link knows that Waluigi's gonna outsell him.
He is a bestseller. Waluigi is a bestseller. Like it showed up at, like, I think it was Walmart. Like either Walmart or Best Buy or something, but he was a bestseller.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then speaking of Mario, Nintendo supposedly actually says they plan the next new Mario game to have big changes like Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I wonder what direction they can even take Mario in. If it's 2D or 3D, my guess is going to be 3D since they're probably going to let Super Mario Maker last as long as it can.
Yeah. You know what? I think would be interesting, though probably improbable, to see Mario attempt the sort of parkour style. Like they could try that, but then again, he is a fat Italian plumber, so.
Yeah, he's never really had much parkour other than his wall jumping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. But I mean, like that's a new direction they could take.
I think we've seen enough parkour with Sonic Lost World.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That
They do it
also
better than-
H3 has also like torn down the whole parkour subculture to shreds.
What are you talking
Can you
about?
say it again?
About what the...
H3. He's a guy who parodies a lot of like the cringier people on YouTube and like spoke fun of them. He's basically like torn down the entire parkour subculture and just called it stupid.
Well, I'm not saying like necessarily the culture on it, just like
I
the
know,
basic
I know.
moves, I guess.
But people will just make jokes about parkour now.
Right.
Yeah, Because again, I
It's a lot
don't
of
know. I don't know what sort of direction they could take 3D Mario, and I mean, we've seen two different kinds.
Yeah.
We've seen the collectathon style with the 64 Sunshine Galaxy, and then we've seen,
Galaxy's not really collectathon.
and then we've seen the very linear version where it's the literal flip of 2D to 3D with 3D Land and 3D World.
Right. DC, did you find it yet? Or else
All
you're
I
gonna,
can
like,
ask
move
is
on
that
and
the
not
next
look
3D
back?
Mario game better not have any
I
timers.
still haven't seen it.
That's all I can ask. Get rid of the timer in the next 3D Mario game.
Ooh, make it a lot more explorative. Mm.
Yeah.
Make it more open world.
All right. So, I think we've talked about all that we can for Nintendo.
Yep.
What
Time for
happened at
miscellaneous
Square Enix,
stuff.
Naya?
Oh, yay. My time to take this show. Oh, boy.
Her time is up. Her time is now. You can't see her because it's a goddamn Skype call.
Oh. I did the hand, but, you can't see that either. Okay.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my phone charger.
No problem.
Just keep going.
Alright.
Just go.
I have a list of everything they talked about, but I didn't watch everything. Does anybody here care about Tomb Raider?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Okay. I didn't watch the Tomb Raider section though, so I have no idea what they talked about. But I watched what I cared about.
Okay, fine.
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I'll get to it. So
I
they
actually
did talk
didn't
about
see
Tomb
that one.
Raider. I didn't care about Deus Ex Mankind Divided, but I did ended up watching.
Oh, I'm hyped for that one.
I'm hyped.
I like I had to admit, although I've never played like a Deus Ex game before, and I'm not interested in getting this one, I am pretty interested in like the whole world and setting that they're building, because it's
Yeah, Human
Play the
Revolution's
games
pretty
then,
good.
because they are so... The world is so fleshed out that it
Yes.
is stupid. It's like, there's so much detail, there's so much care and passion put into every single game.
I mean, like, just lay a basis. It's a war. They call it like an apartheid. Between
Yeah.
normal people.
Which is a real word.
Yeah.
And
I know.
augments.
But yeah, an apartheid between normal people and then people who have chosen to get augmented, and like they cut off their arm and replace it with a robotic one.
Well, not all of them choose.
Well, yeah, I know. Not everybody chooses.
Some
but,
of them don't have a choice like Adam.
Yeah.
Like, Adam Jensen, I'm pretty sure that, like, people who have, like, learning disabilities would get neural implants.
Right. But then it's become like so popular that people are choosing to do it, I guess.
Well, some of them, it's just to do their job better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, again, I don't know all the things. I just saw like a couple trailers and talk about it like a slight bit. But I was intrigued by that. And then, there's something going on and people are getting hacked, or there's a virus or something, and it's making them lose control. Is that?
Oh, so they're going into Ghost in the Shell. Nice.
I'm
Slash Kingsman, the Secret Service.
sure. I mean, I haven't watched either of those, but yeah.
Ghost in... Oh, dude, Ghost in the Shell did it first. Long time.
Yeah. Kingsman just has, like, a little plot point about, like, how there's a device that, like, makes people go absolutely batshit.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened. People were committing like mass murders and that stuff. But it was only the people
Ghost
who
in
were
the Shell
augmented.
is people basically are augmented, and someone developed a virus to essentially hack and control people.
Yeah. And then there's this huge split now because of that, and people are scared of anyone who's augmented. And I don't know the goal of the game yet. Do you guys know?
I know. Basically, Adam is playing as a
I think that he's basically investigating the entire situation.
basically he's taking the role of what's her name? Of the chick from Ghost in the Shell.
I can't help you there.
Motoko Kusanagi?
Makoto, yeah.
Motoko.
Yeah, he's basically in the role of Motoko, where he's in charge of a task force to keep an eye that keeps an eye on it keeps an eye on
The whole situation.
on the whole situation, and augments and keeps them in line, make sure that they don't do anything, and also make sure that nothing like gets out of control.
Right. Okay.
But another thing that was shown off, I don't know if this was next, but Nier Automata.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that. It's a little bit down the list. Do you want to talk about it now?
All right. A little bit. Holy shit, Platinum Games. Yes.
Yeah, I know. I saw the trailer for it.
Where's the list?
I just have a list on the memo. I took it from.
All right.
Square Enix had a schedule posted, and I'm just literally going down the schedule.
Another game developed by Platinum.
Yeah, it's being developed by Platinum Games, or at least the combat system is.
Let's see if it's gonna be any better or worse. Because so far I've noticed the quality of their games kind of going down.
Well, that's because they've been given like shit tier like stuff.
Well, no, it's not a matter of what they've been given. It's a matter of the teams that they're using.
Yeah.
Like
because let me pull up their list. Actually,
Mutants in Manhattan and Legend Core was one team.
Oh, wait a minute. They showed Dragon Quest Builders is coming to like America.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna talk about next, but then you interrupted with Automata.
I'm sorry.
Do you want me to go down the list, or you want to jump around?
Yeah, let's go down the list.
Okay. Then up next is Dragon Quest Builders. I did watch a little bit of it.
Wait, so that's the Minecraft one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
That was my first impression, but the goal is to build a house. I'm not exactly sure.
Build the Lego house.
Yeah, but like it was this like really nice, expansive house. Was what they showed off. And they had different rooms and stuff, with different features. And apparently, like the bigger you build, like the bigger and better you build your house, and I guess almost like a town, the more NPCs will come. And I guess the goal is to get a whole bunch of NPCs there and all that sort of thing. But I forgot what exactly came, but monsters can come and like invade your house and try and tear it down. And one of the demos they had was they were trying to defend the house they built from this monster. I forgot what type of monster it was. I want to say it was like a titan or something, but anyways, the gameplay looked...
Moving on.
Yeah, the gameplay was alright,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, moving on, Star Ocean, Integrity, and Faithfulness. I caught like a trailer, and that was it. I'm not big into Star Ocean. Are any of you guys?
Yeah, me neither.
Well then, alright.
No.
No.
Moving on.
I heard they're a lot like the Tales of games, so anybody who's interested in that should go play them.
Yeah, I have played a few Tales of games. I should probably try Star Ocean eventually. Then I've heard good things.
Star Ocean. Yeah, I've heard a lot about those.
Yeah, I've heard some good things earlier about like past games. Moving on, Agents of Mayhem.
I saw a trailer for this online through an ad.
Oh yeah, this is I forgot. Who?
This is made by
I forgot who's developing
Volition, the same guys who made or no. This is made by the
Deep
developers.
Deep Silver.
Yeah.
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 We just saw it.
But it's being made by the same guys who made Saints Row 4.
Right. All we've gotten is a CG trailer introducing a few characters. I forgot their names. But I don't know much of the story either.
We have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. So, yep, I guess that's that. Moving on, Final Fantasy 15. Oh, yes, this game is coming. Where should I start with this? Let's see. I missed the active time report. Then again, though, that was all in Japanese. They again showed the E3 special mission that they showed off at Microsoft. They played that again. The guy playing did a better job than last time.
Yeah.
And they also talked about the 15's universe a little bit more. They talked a little bit more about Kingsglaive, and apparently it's supposed to hit theaters, select theaters, August 19th. So you can go actually go to a movie theater and watch Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive. So that's pretty cool.
All right. Hopefully there's one near me.
Hmm?
Hopefully there's a theater showing it near me.
Yeah, They had a website. I probably should check it and see like what like select theaters it is.
I'll look it up right now.
Oh, okay.
Just keep going.
Okay. But yeah, they were talking about how basically you can either experience this through the game or through the movie. You can watch them separate and still get completely what's going on. But like to understand the whole world and all that, it's best to like both play the game and watch the movie. But oh geez, this game looks so good. I cannot wait to play it. I'm sorry, when I'm excited, I just go silent.
You're that hyped about 15?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Really, really excited.
I just hope it gets a PC version. Please. That's all I ask. I just want a PC version.
I'm doubtful of that because Square isn't the best with their PC ports. They're not the worst.
I swear, if you bring up the 5 and 6 ports, I will shoot you.
No, not those. I don't remember the original Deus Ex Human Revolution being the best on PC.
Oh, it was really good. The PC port, it was really good.
I heard that the director's cut was better though, and that whatever.
I'm not too big on PC
I might have
gaming,
heard it.
so
I might have heard it wrong.
I can't vouch for anything.
Yeah, Square's been pretty good. It's usually like I know like the worst of it's usually been like Namco, like that was the biggest one, like the Tales of Symphonia port. Ugh.
Moving on.
Up next on the list I have Hitman. Do any of you guys play the newest one?
I can't say that I care.
Yeah, the episodic one. It's just called Hitman, the episodic one. Then
it had no excuse.
Yeah. Episode 3,
Wait, what are you talking about?
Hitman.
The new Hitman game, as Jim Sterling said, it had no excuse to be episodic.
Well, I mean, episodic games can work.
Yeah, but they weren't doing it because they had that in mind. They were doing it to ring out the
no, this game was meant to be episodic from the very beginning.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. From the very beginning, it was developed to be episodic from the very beginning.
I think what he's getting at is that there was no reason for it to be episodic.
Well, no. What he's thinking is everyone thought it was going to be a full game, and then Square announced that it was going to be episodic. So everyone thought that they were like going back and taking what was supposed to be a full game and chopping up into bits. That's not the case. The game was originally truly meant to be losing my train of thought. The game was originally meant to truly be an episodic game. So everyone just blew it out of proportion, and it was two things. They blew it out of proportion, and they assumed. And when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen people play the game, and I do like watching people like find different ways to kill people, essentially.
But anyways, I see there's something for Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Breach.
Yeah, they had a couple different segments for it. I believe I know I watched the last one. I watched the last Deus Ex segment. I missed this one, though, so I can't say anything really on it. Up next, I see Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. Oh yeah, that
I'm so
remaster. I know, right?
Because I'm at a point now where it's like I want to play. I feel like I can appreciate Final Fantasy 12 a lot more now, but I don't want to play it on PS2 because oh my god, it like the resolution is just so shit, and like there's so many, and like I want to play the international version.
Oh yeah, I mean I've never played 12 before, so this would be my first time, but I am very much excited to try this game out. They're probably talking about how
this was hosted by the completionist.
Yeah, he was on, and they were talking about how I didn't get to see all of it, but they were talking a lot about what they were trying to fix, make it a bit more streamlined. The fact that it is the international version, we're finally getting that. and there's apparently a whole lot to do. So they're joking about how Gerard would have a really fun time completing it 100%.
Oh, the poor bastard.
Yeah. Have fun with that.
Oh, I can tell he's gonna have a hell of a time with Zelda.
Oh, yeah.
The poor bastard.
Moving on. They had, every day they had a trailer lineup. Just like it was essentially just a sizzle reel. More Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. This is a free to download. I'm pretty sure it's free to download a old style, mobile game, based on like old style Final Fantasy games. So with an all new story though.
It has the term brave in it, and it's mobile. I'm a little bit worried about the bravest.
Dude, bring it up. I will end you.
Bring it up anyway.
I'll throw you off the roof at too many games.
No, but
motherfucking.
You are a small guy.
Goddamn Final Fantasy, all the bravest.
The less I know, but it's just like I wanted to make a joke, but also Square, hasn't been the best with their original mobile games.
right.
Their ports have been amazing though. The
Yeah.
6, 5, all those are pretty damn good.
But their original mobile games are, yeah.
Right. But I have seen they did show off gameplay and stuff. It does. I haven't seen all the bravest, so I can't really compare it. But it does seem to be like one of the older Final Fantasy games. One thing that they want to show off based on the graphics is the game is 2D, but when you do summons, they have the 3D summon like break the screen almost and come on and do a little animation, which I guess is a little neat thing that they said they were copywriting it or something. I don't think they need to do that, but yeah, I am interested. I do want to play it when it does come out over here. Let's see, up next, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
What the fuck is this kind of name?
No, the name makes sense because if you put it with their convoluted reasoning.
Even if it makes sense, it's stupid.
Yeah, they
basically it's 2.5 with added content of the 3 most recent games.
Yeah, I think they even tried to explain the title. Let me see if I can remember.
And
Kingdom
it
Hearts
is the prologue to the final chapter.
Yeah, so like Kingdom Hearts because it's Kingdom Hearts, HD because of Dream Drop Distance, 2.8 because we're in between 2 and 3. Final Chapter is because it's the final chapter before 3, and Prologue is because it's the prologue
it's the final
to 3.
chapter because 3 is the final chapter of the Xehanort saga, and Prologue meaning it's the prologue to it.
Yeah. Still stupid name. Even stupider acronym.
I'm already getting, if it wasn't for Dream Drop Distance HD, I would have said it's Ground Zeroes.
Mm.
If it wasn't for Dream Drop Distance.
Right, because it just has 0.8? 2.
No, 0.2.
0.2. You see, I can't even remember these names. 0.2, A Fragmented Passage, starring Aqua. It does look really nice though. The 0.2 world looks really nice. Everybody's saying Aqua looks really nice too. I'm actually the opposite. I think like her design and all that's all fine, but to me it almost looks like the textures aren't all the way there. It might just be me. Like, have any of you guys seen like a trailer or gameplay of 0.2?
I don't give a shit about Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. Snake?
I've seen it, and it looks like it's fun.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it does look like a whole bunch of fun. It looks like combat looks ridiculously smooth. I cannot wait to play it. And then there was also geez, I forgot what they called it, but the movie essentially for Unchained Key. I forgot how long it is, but the animation, all that looks nice. Voice acting is Kingdom Hearts par.
I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad.
Let's kick their ass.
Kingdom Hearts hasn't always had the best voice acting. Some of it's good, but some of it, not so much. But
sometimes it's nice, other times it's
yeah. But
sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's lice.
Yeah, but it's supposed
I'll
to.
get Ed to make a Photoshop of that.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like a movie to kind of go right alongside Unchained Key, the prequel to the entire Kingdom Hearts thing.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but that
And I'm
that
guessing
is the
Eric
farthest
is
back
like
it goes.
me, where he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, Unchained Key is supposed to be the farthest back it does go, though.
I have to ask, am I insane for thinking that fucking Kingdom Hearts canon is more convoluted than Metal Gear?
Probably.
It might be.
No.
So if you agree,
Metal Gear is just like it's streamlined.
Metal
but
Gear
also
is just
they fuck with
out
you.
there.
Yeah.
Nomura literally has no idea. When a Sora
Wait.
becomes a Heartless, we clearly see 2 hearts.
Okay.
But oh wait, he was always meant to have 3.
Okay. So you're talking about that one of those final scenes in Kingdom Hearts, right? The original, right?
We don't have time. Let's keep going.
No. I'm gonna give a quick little thing.
I don't fucking remember.
It was his heart, Kyrie's heart, but he also has a.
And then they realize, and then they find out that he has Ventus heart.
Yeah, he has Ventus's heart in there.
He
too,
had a third heart the whole time, even though
Yes,
we only see 2, his and Kyrie's.
because
Which clearly shows Nomura has his head up his ass.
I won't try. I
being
won't
held at
defend that.
gunpoint to keep on making the games.
So anyway, how much more does Square Enix have left to show?
A little bit
A
more.
lot. They showed pretty much a little bit every day.
Yeah, they had 3 straight days of lots of stuff. Last
They
thing.
have this Final
is-
Fantasy 14 letter from the producer.
Yes.
What was that like?
I didn't see that
Yeah,
one.
I didn't get to see all of it either. But I
'Cause
think
I was
they're
watching
just
Zelda.
going over the stuff from 3.3. Like, I think they're just going over the latest update. And
They just went over basically a recap.
yeah, I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Moving on. Oh, finally, Nier Automata.
What the hell is Nier?
Nier is
Nier is, I think,
it's an RPG.
follow through on the bad ending of the game Drakengard.
I'm not exactly sure on that. I haven't played the original. I still need to do that.
I hear that it's pretty good. I hear that the original Nier is flawed in gameplay but has an excellent story.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
One of the endings has you literally erasing all of your save data.
Yeah. For story reasons, yes. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played, but
I don't want to spoil it either, but it's so smart.
yeah, but like it deletes everything. So everybody's saying do that one last, do that ending last. But yeah, one of the things they're talking about with Automata is that it's set so far in the future that people can play Automata and understand the story without having played the original, which is nice, which is good. In case I don't get to the original before then. But they showed off the main 2 characters. They're Andrew. Okay. Before I jump the gun, the setting of Automata is that aliens have come and taken over Earth. That's the setting, and humans have escaped to. I don't want to say it's the moon. They escaped to another planet. I do remember that much. And then they built these androids to go to Earth and fight in their stead. To fight and get rid of all the aliens. And take back their home planet. And so you play as these two androids that were built, named I can't remember their names for life. It's B2 is the girl, and another one, in the boy version. And you're fighting to take back Earth. I'm gonna take this chance to talk about the combat. The combat looks really, really nice. I'm really gonna talk about the boss battle that they showed off with this like huge singing robot or something. It was like an opera house singing lady or something, but it was humongous and there were attacks being thrown left and right. But I did like how you had to dodge like there were lasers everywhere and like bombs coming down, and you had to dodge like in between everything. Like, go watch the trailer. I'm like doing a horrible job of explaining this, but go watch the trailer. It looks really nice. That's all I can say, really. Snake, do you have anything to add? Save me from this crumbling mess. Yes.
I'm holy shit, Platinum Games. Hideki Kamiya is part of it. I'm so excited. It makes me want to get the original Nier.
I know. And apparently it isn't like, I've checked on like sites like eBay and stuff. It's only running for like $20, so that's pretty good.
Oh, awesome.
Up next, I Am Setsuna. Yes.
Yes!
Oh, did you see it?
Chrono Trigger style gameplay, Final Fantasy style music, and a gorgeous art style to boot. Please tell me we have a release date.
I think I missed some of it. I don't know if we have a release date.
Yeah. What's the game? What's the game?
I Am Setsuna.
I Am Setsuna.
No, it's coming out really soon. I know that much.
July 19th.
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
3 weeks. Coming in 3 weeks. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Really?
July 19th, 2016. Yep.
Oh my god,
I
I
forgot
want
it was
this
coming
game.
really, really soon.
This game is so beautiful. It's gorgeous art style. They're bringing back the Chrono Trigger gameplay, and beautiful Final Fantasy style music. I mean, what else could you want from an RPG?
It does look really nice. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It is download only though. On what platforms? I know it's on PlayStation Network, and I think it's PC too. Steam, right?
Yeah, it's on Steam. I have it on my wish list.
Right. Okay. Steam and PSN. Moving on, more Deus Ex, and then Just Cause 3. I think that it was Just Cause 3 Mechland Assault Masterclass. I think
no one cares about Just Cause 3.
Yeah, I think it was DLC or something. Moving on, Black the Fall and the Turning Test. This is a smaller sort of indie game. The Turning Test, at least. I don't know about Black the Fall. It looks like a first-person puzzle game, I think, is what it was. There was gunplay though, so it might be a first-person shooter. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't pay much attention to it though. So yeah, that's that. Moving on, World of Final Fantasy. I'm really excited for this game as well, but I missed the section they had on it.
Game looks adorable.
I know, it looks way too adorable. But apparently, to give like a sort of baseline, these two siblings are transported to the world of literally the world of Final Fantasy, and they're searching for their mom. I think, yeah. And they get the help of Final Fantasy characters to help them. And one thing that I heard the girl say in the trailer is that they apparently brought destruction upon the world somehow.
Apparently, they come from... I have no idea what it is. I'm interested, though.
Yeah. Gameplay looks interesting, where you literally have people stack on top of each other and attack. Um, I'm not exactly sure how that works yet, but they might have explained it in that session. But yeah, they all the Final Fantasy characters are in this cute little chibi form. They're like a foot or two high, and they stack on top of each other and attack the enemy. And then the two main characters can switch between the short little forms and like a normal form. I will not lie though. The first time I saw the World of Final Fantasy trailer, I thought the two main characters were Roxas and Naminé from Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, that's World of Final Fantasy. It's coming out later this year. Holiday season, I think. Moving on. Stuff we already talked about. They apparently had a session with
Deep
Silver.
Silver.
Yeah, they
Mighty Number 9 and F Formula 1.
in Formula 1 2016, yes. Does anyone want to sum up Mighty Number 9 real quick?
I'll sum it up. Mediocre number 5.6.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Mighty Number 9 was something. And then Formula 1 2016,
Make the bad guys cry like an anime fan on prom night.
yeah.
This game itself is making people cry more than anime.
Like Inafune on release day.
Huh?
This game itself is making people cry.
I know.
No, make the bad guys cry like Inafune on the release day.
No, worse. Make the bad guys cry like a Kickstart, like a Kickstarter on release day.
No, like a Kickstarter on its first day.
Yeah.
No, I mean the backers.
Yeah.
Poor damn
Ugh.
Sly. Wow.
Oh
Sly,
yeah, poor guy.
poor bastard.
He's been suffering the game.
Yeah. He got it today and then started playing and why did he start playing?
Nobody's liking the game.
Mm-mm.
I actually tweeted to Clement, is this better or worse than
Then X6.
Yes, you saw that? That was amazing.
Mm.
We'll see what he thinks.
I'm still waiting to hear back.
That or the day he reviews it.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's about it about Square Enix.
Last thing of
yeah,
Final Fantasy 15.
15.
15.
We're tweens!
Top 15
Wow.
questions.
Wow.
I don't remember each individual question. So I can't like list those off. This I don't think they showed it off in the questionnaire, but in the Q&A. But I saw it in a tweet. Apparently there's this mode you can turn on and off called I forgot what it's called, but it stops time during battle and gives you the chance to
Which time?
no.
Shut up.
I forgot what
Chaos
it's called.
Control?
Jeez. But no, it literally freezes the whole game.
Zawanda?
Tokitobashi?
Okay.
Shut up, let her talk.
It freezes the whole game during battle and lets you look around and select enemies. Like select an enemy to target. And once the game like plays again, like once you get out of that mode, you can target that enemy like instantly and charge towards them and attack. You can do this with any type of enemy, and with larger enemies, you can select certain body type parts. So that's good. And then they also showed off how it would make it a lot easier to aim magic, because you can't just like use it. You kind of have to like aim for where you want to throw it, because you throw magic for some reason. But it's supposed to make it a lot easier to throw magic and that sort of thing. So
It reminds me of Dungeons and Dragons stuff, or how that's supposed to work. Because you throw lightning bolts or fireballs.
But so essentially, I wish I could remember what mode they called it, but something you can turn on and off. But they essentially had this to kind of broaden the audience, to get people who would be scared away by the fast action. They can now sit back and like plan their next move before actually doing it. So that was nice.
Remind me, what game is this?
It's still for Final Fantasy 15.
15.
Let me see if I can find what the mode is called. But yeah, anybody else have any thoughts on 15 or Square Enix as a whole? Anything I talked about?
Just give us a damn PC version.
It seems that they've improved from last year.
Like Square Enix or 15? Just
From
one.
what I can tell.
Oh yeah.
Squeenix put me to sleep last year. The translator fell asleep when they were talking about Kingdom Hearts.
It seems like they got better this year.
Oh,
no
wait,
shit.
mode is what
Well,
it's
the thing
called.
is, they didn't have a conference this year. This year it was live streams, similar to what Nintendo did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they did the they called it Square Enix Presents. They had this last year too. I do remember because I watched that. But yeah, Square Enix seems to have a lot of promising games coming up. And
Well, anyway.
one more thing I forgot to mention about 15. Episode 2 of Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood is out. It's supposed to, it came out during E3 last week, and it's supposed to explain sort of like how Prompto sort of joined the group. So that's fun. Cause in the trailer, they showed him when he was a kid, and apparently he's this really fat, chubby kid. So in the trailer, yes, he's this loser, fat kid. I don't mean to offend
He's
anyone
always
by
a
that.
loser.
I really don't. I'm just explaining what he looked like. And he somehow gets wrapped up with Noctis and something, and I guess that's how he joins the group. I still gotta see that episode though. It's right here on the YouTube playlist. Maybe I'll watch it.
Send me
I
a link
will.
after this.
But yeah.
So
That's-
anyway.
But yeah, that's about all on 15. And Square Enix as a whole. So
Alright.
miscellaneous.
Now for
games.
one last thing that DC is definitely looking forward to. Injustice 2.
That was weird. Sorry about that. Injustice 2. Do we have a release date?
Nope, it's just coming 2017.
2017.
But yeah, but they did.
If I had to guess, though, it's probably going to be June.
Again, they showed some gameplay,
Ooh.
and then as for the gear system, it's supposed to upgrade abilities like speed, strength, or health.
Yeah. Well,
I have
Yep.
two more
About
games
it.
to talk about.
Um,
Yeah, real quick.
oh.
Right? Yeah,
Oh,
we're getting
right.
to it. We're getting to it.
I know what you're gonna
first
talk
one up
about.
though, Gravity Rush 2. I got to see a
Oh, yeah,
demo.
Gravity
of it.
Rush 2.
Yeah. I finally got around to playing a
Looks
demo
amazing.
for the original. That was fun. I'll pick up the remastered version eventually.
I have the Vita. Yeah, if you want the Vita version, just for comparison.
Yeah, I played the demo. I played the demo on
I
that.
have that, and I'm not
But
gonna play it.
yeah, controlling it was. I had to get used to the controls. It's very different. But Gravity Rush 2 looks amazing. I guess I gotta say. They added a lunar mode and a Jupiter mode, which essentially changes how you play a little bit. Lunar mode is a bit more floaty, and you don't deal as much damage.
In Jupiter mode, you're fucking heavy as hell.
Well, you can still float with Jupiter mode, but yeah, you are a lot heavier. And can deal more damage. That's
Oh, because it's like one's like you're on the moon, and
Yeah.
one's like you're on Jupiter.
so. I don't know the story yet to Gravity Rush 2. Good thing though, because I haven't played the original. But I'm excited to play this game when it eventually comes out. Anybody else's thoughts?
Well, yeah, I'm excited for Gravity Rush 2. I have high hopes for that. I need to get the remastered version because I never finished original Gravity Rush because that was a pain.
Mm.
And up next, you can lead for this one, DC.
Oh yes. Oh yes, one of my biggest highlights of E3, even though it didn't have a
Persona
conference.
5?
Mine too.
Yes, Persona
Yeah.
5. Oh yes. Okay, we'll talk.
I am legitimately hyped for Persona 5.
Okay. We'll talk about. We'll go in order. So before E3, the week before E3, there was an event. I forgot what they called it, but they finally revealed the last playable character. His name is Goro Akechi, and oh my goodness, I am like in love with him. I am in love with his design. He is a detective in high school, and he is apparently going to join the team, and there are rumors that he's going to be the traitor of the group, since Atlas revealed earlier that someone's going to betray the group, and everybody's thinking it's Goro because he's the detective. But yeah, we don't know very much. The event was all in Japanese, so we had to rely on translators. But yeah, his heist ID is Crow, if that adds anything. But anyways, yes, and then next week during E3, Atlas didn't live stream this, but they showed off Persona 5 Day to Night, or Night to Day, I forgot what it's called. But they essentially showed off like 12 minutes of Persona 5 footage. It was just the game. Oh my goodness, Tokyo looks amazing. There's like people everywhere you look. It's not just like one or two people standing there doing a few animations. It's so fleshed out.
It's packed.
Yes, it's packed like real Tokyo, which is amazing. And oh jeez, I'm trying not to go into full out fangirl mode, but oh my goodness. Let me collect my thoughts.
Well, at least Lai's not here.
You're too hyped. You're too hyped.
I know, I'm too hyped.
Allow me to be the voice, the neutral voice. I am legitimately looking forward to this. However, for me, okay, I think it helps because that I'm balanced out by Zelda. So I can be kind of calm about this. I'm really looking forward to see they're bringing back Demon Negotiation.
Yes, that was something I was about to bring up.
They're bringing in shadows and demons.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you have, and they're also recognizing personas and demons as different things.
Right.
So I'd like to see how that mechanic works, where you summon both demons and personas.
Right. It seems like
As well, on top of the fact that the dungeon design looks a lot more organic, and that helps the fact that they're adding stealth mechanics for the dungeon. Basically, the dungeons, they're going Metal Gear Solid.
yes.
Oh, yes.
A big.
So I legitimately cannot wait for it, because this, like, design-wise, it intrigues me like nothing else.
Yes, a big mechanic.
Like,
Oh,
Well,
Zelda
I can
may be
tell you
my
right now
most
that the dungeon
hyped.
design looks very good
Like,
for me.
Zelda might be my most hyped game, and probably gonna get Game of the Year for me. But Persona 5 is pretty fucking damn close, and it's the game that has me the most intrigued.
Snake, what did you say earlier? I didn't catch all of it. Or Bob Ross.
Well, stealth dungeons, that seems to be quite up my alley. I think I'd enjoy that
Shut
very
up,
much.
Naked.
So
We have to go
anyway,
into a little bit more in depth.
You can't silence me.
Yeah, there's a stealth mechanic where you can sneak up on enemies, and that's essentially it's called your chance. It's essentially a player advantage in past Persona games. What you can do now is that when you knock all the enemies down, you don't initially go into an all-out attack. What you do is you perform a hold-up, and you can choose to then go into an all-out attack, or you can negotiate with the demons, and it works like SMT and past like the older Persona games, where you can try and get them to join your team or give you like money or items and stuff. And they also introduced baton touch, a little mechanic where you forfeit your turn to power up someone else's, which I guess is nice. And that's about all of it for the like dungeon side of it. One more thing, and then I'll stop talking about Persona. I forgot all their names already, but they kind of like gave little personality, short little snippets on three of the central characters. I forgot their names, but the I want to say the pharmacist lady. You know, she's not a pharmacist, but she's like the doc. I'm gonna look up their names, but the oh my goodness, someone cover for me. I can't speak. I can't collect my thoughts.
Well, we're almost done with this entire discussion.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was talking about was they have quote unquote replaced really social links with these things called cooperations. It's essentially the same thing, but they introduced it with a few characters. I found their names. Sojiro Sakura, which is Futaba Sakura's dad, and is also the manager of the cafe that the protagonist is living in. Let's see, Munahisa Iwai, I believe that is. He's the gruff-looking guy that sells you weapons, I believe. And Tei Takemi is the one you can buy medicine and stuff from. Yeah, she works at the clinic. But anyways, yeah, they introduced cooperations, and oh my goodness, this game looks amazing. I cannot wait for it to come out. Please, someone take over before I freak out.
Okay, well that ends that.
You're too hyped.
Yes.
You're making me second guess whether or not you do the game for the channel.
No, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Well, I'm equally hyped. I've lost, but I blew my hype load on Sony stuff. So
Well, anywho, that wraps everything up.
Mhm.
yeah, this was very much an E3. It had ups and downs and all around.
So
I think it
final
got better.
impressions.
I think the second half was a lot better than the first.
Yeah,
half.
the second half was a lot better.
Yeah,
Day two.
definitely.
Yeah, like day 2 onwards was like yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Well, no,
yes.
because day 1 Bethesda. Really, the only negative for me was
And day 2 also had
Oh, yeah.
Ubisoft.
well, day 2 was
second half of day 2
okay.
onward. Yes.
Okay. I guess in order.
And then Bethesda.
In order for conferences only. So, okay. Sony, Bethesda, Microsoft, Ubisoft, EA.
I will say from like best to worst. Sony, Microsoft, Bethesda, EA, Ubisoft. Keep in mind the gap between like EA and Microsoft is massive.
Naya?
To order the conferences, yeah, probably Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, Ubisoft, and then Sony. I mean, not Sony. Not Sony, no.
EA.
Yeah, EA.
I
But
guess
in terms of like actual games I'm excited for, I'm gonna count Square Enix in there too. Square Enix, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, and then the other two.
I guess before I head to Eric, small addendum. Zelda, Sony, Bethesda, Nintendo. Actually, sorry. Zelda, Sony, Bethesda, Square, Nintendo. Sorry. Square, Microsoft, Nintendo, big gap, Ubisoft, major gap, another major gap, EA. Eric?
Alright. Well, the only companies I paid attention to again were Sony and Nintendo. The rest I didn't really give a damn for.
From what you've heard, what could you say would your rating be?
I don't know.
Well, from what you're hearing, formulate your own response or list.
Oh, let me see. Well, hold on, I gotta pull up the E3 list again. Won't take too long. So I'm gonna double check which one I heard the most about that I'm intrigued to get. I don't know. I guess some of Ubisoft I would actually consider getting.
So yeah, the South Park,
And then-
Steep,
And then, yeah.
For
And then,
Honor,
Yeah,
Watch
let me
Dogs
actually
2.
say this. Even though Ubisoft had some stuff that I cared about, it was still
Terribly
a terrible
spaced, yeah.
conference.
yeah, the rest I'll just rank below, because I never watched the conferences.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
And
it's
then the
like an
games that
order
I
of
look forward to,
conferences,
though.
like best conference, the worst conference, and then there's like another order for like all the games you're
Yeah.
excited for from those conferences.
Well, I
then the
sort
ga-
of go both because you could have good games but bad pacing, but I'd still be
Yeah,
intrigued.
like that's why they're like it's all like two
Yeah,
separate
so-
lists.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the games
so
I
guess
look forward to.
If I'm going to go overall, the Zelda conference, then Sony, then Bethesda, then Square, then Nintendo. Sorry, Square, Microsoft, then Nintendo, and then a big major gap, and EA and Ubisoft tied for last. Because Ubisoft had the games, EA was short, and only 2 games I gave a shit about.
EA like has promise almost. Like could you say it like that? Like EA has a promise, but they
Well,
didn't
so
really
does
show it off.
Ubisoft.
Right.
But yeah, conferences themselves were the weakest, so I tie them up. But yeah, Zelda won it for me. Best
Yeah.
conference. Yeah, if Zelda if you want to count Zelda as a conference, the Zelda conference. If not, then Sony won.
I'm not gonna. I would say Zelda ranked second but that's because it's only one game.
Fair enough.
You know, I
No,
got
shit.
tired out. I got tired out by the time they got to the third shrine.
Again, I'm a hardcore Zelda nut. I watched the entire live stream, all 9 hours of it.
I tried to catch as much as possible.
Like I'm easily restraining myself. Like you were hyping up about Persona 5.
Oh yes.
We'd be here all day if I talked about Zelda, so I'm holding back.
Anyway, and then the games that I look forward to. Well, Pokemon Moon, because even though it's not impressing me much right now, I'm still gonna get it anyway.
Mhm.
Because Pokemon Nut.
Moon for the win. Batman.
Oh yes.
Wait.
Then
So then who the fuck am I gonna trade with?
Not me.
You're getting Moon?
Yep.
Who are we gonna trade with then? Fine.
I'll see who I can get Solgaleo from.
Snake, be the sacrifice. Get Pokemon Sun.
He doesn't have a 3DS.
Oh fuck. But
And if I do get a 3DS, I'm getting some Shimigami.
Anyway,
Tensei
to finish
4.
my list, Breath of the Wild, obviously.
damn right.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
We didn't
Oh,
hear
did you talk
anything
about
about
that?
it, did we?
No, but they had demos there, and I got to watch some Dragon Ball YouTubers play it. Basically, all it's confirming is that, it's going to have more characters, and the story is going to seem to integrate, like, movie villains. Like, I saw Turles teamed up with the Ginyu Force, and then
I
Cooler was
remember
teamed up
seeing
with
something
Frieza.
about I think I remember seeing Cooler and Chill.
No, it was Cooler and Frieza.
I thought I remember seeing Chill.
I don't think they're going to put Lord Chill.
Well, anyways.
Oh, what about
Two.
King Cold?
Eh. King Cold, I'm not sure if they're going to put him in. We'll see on that.
Wait, then who?
Then-
Wait, King Cold. Who the hell was Lord Chill again?
Lord Chill is an ancestor of the Frieza
Chill
family
was,
from that
with,
episode of Bardock.
Chill was with Bardock.
Yeah, that episode of Bardock.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting him confused with King Cold.
Yeah, King Cold is
I think I
the
remember
father.
seeing something with King Cold. I think they
Well,
might
no,
be doing.
well, the only
I think they might be
well, the
doing
only
Pathfinder.
members.
Um,
Well, the only members I've seen of Frieza's family is just Cooler, where he and Frieza are doing a Supernova Death Ball combo.
Hmm.
And then the game's gonna run a smooth 60 frames per second. Thank God.
as long as it's smooth, I don't give a shit if it's 60 or 30. As long as it's smooth.
Anyway, and then next game I look forward to is Spider-Man PS4 because, well,
Damn right.
Spider-Man nut. Then
And
then
Insomniac
Ukulele.
Games, holy shit.
and then Ukulele because
Yeah.
it'll be nice to have a real
Fuck
cartoon
Microsoft.
platformer again.
Ukulele is a fuck you to Microsoft. Mighty Number 9 was supposed to be the fuck you to Capcom. And Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
But then it became a fuck you to all
Yep.
the people who bought
And
it.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, the fuck you to Konami that we all desperately need.
And then
No, I think he's I think that he said like he just wanted to do the thing he loved.
Well,
and
no,
he
but
just-
that's the fan reaction.
yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't always mean it's
Anyway.
correct.
and then last game on my list
Look
is
at what
Injustice
happened
2.
when we tried to say fuck you to Crapcom.
Anyways.
Anyway. Yeah, last game on my list is Injustice 2.
For me, in terms of games, well, I still don't have a PS4. Too fucking expensive. But right now, Breath of the Wild, Pokemon Moon,
And then like the
World
Nuts
of
2
Final
plot.
Fantasy, Final Fantasy 15, Persona 5. When I eventually get a PS4, there's a shit ton of games I need to catch up on, so I'll just say PS4.
And then you know what?
We Happy
and you know
Few.
what?
Dishonored 2, Watch Dogs 2, South Park, and if I'm not forgetting anything else,
And you know
Color
what?
Splash,
Even
just
though
to
I've
see if they and Nintendo learned their lesson.
that's what I was gonna bring up. I'm not gonna be like the nuts that bought Mighty Number 9, but I'm sure as hell gonna buy Color Splash just to see if it does anything good.
That's understandable. Snake, you got a list of games? Since apparently we're doing that.
Let's see. South Park, Steep.
Oh, I
maybe
forgot
Battlefield
to add
1? I don't know.
FIFA on my list because
Eh.
story mode. Why not?
Go.
Also, it's the only sports game I could give a shit from EA.
EA
Let's
Sports.
see,
It's in the game.
Shut up. Yeah, I said South Park, Steep, God of War.
Well,
Death
I
Stranding.
did say just PS4, so yeah, that counts.
There's also fucking Horizon Zero Dawn, Last Guardian, Resident Evil 7, We Happy Few, Dead Rising 4, Final Fantasy 15, Nier Automata, Persona 5, Breath of the Wild. I think I've said everything. Oh, and Scalebound.
Okay. Well, anyway.
I'm optimistic for a lot of games that I'm not gonna list off. I'm just gonna list off a few, but or try to at least. I am excited for Scalebound. Detroit Become Human. I have a genuine interest in that one actually. Horizon Zero Dawn, Last Guardian, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Breath of the Wild. Since it's not out yet, Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
It's coming out next week, damn it.
Well, it's not out yet, so Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 12, Zodiac Age, Brave Exvius, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8, Nier Automata, I Am Setsuna, World of Final Fantasy, Persona 5, Gravity Rush, and a ton of others that I have not listed off. But
Oh, I
well.
forgot to mention I Am Setsuna. Yeah, that goes right under Zelda. Like, those are my two hype games. Like,
just
Jesus.
because I'll upload this when that game releases. Yeah.
But yeah, tons of games I'm excited for. I'm going to
Dude,
be
that's
a
not coming out
broke
until
little girl.
another month.
I don't care.
You're fucking uploading that. No, I'm talking to Eric.
Oh.
You're fucking
No, didn't you
uploading
say-
this weekend. If I come back from too many games and this son of a bitch isn't uploaded, I'm coming for you.
Yeah. I'd like to see you try.
Every move you make, every vow you break, I'll be watching.
Yeah.
You know that song's really fucking creepy when you think about it.
I
Well,
know.
anyway,
I know.
that was
Naya,
discussion.
Somebody's watching you.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
That's because someone is watching you.
Oh shit, copyright.
Okay, anyway.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
no.
copyright.
Yeah, someone is watching you. It's called God.
Anyways, this has been post E3 or meh 3.
Nah, it's better
Nah,
than that.
this was a
It's
good
better than
E3.
that.
Better than last year's, yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, a bit better.
So, yeah,
Solid
overall, only fell asleep once.
Anyway, we're exhausted now.
Nah,
Yeah. Yeah, well, this has been Daybreak.
this has been Daybreak
Break
Commentaries.
commentaries.
Can't even get our name right.
This is
And, you know, I hope that all of you have a nice
Have a
Thank
nice
you for
day or
listening.
night.
Have
have
Depends
yourselves
whenever
a
this gets
fantastic
uploaded.
night. And as always,
Yeah.
thank you for watching. And I hope you'll stick around.
Goodbye.
Yeah. God bless and take care.
Shut up.